up? Welcome back. We're in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, and we're facing off with the Nuggets, who we had a nail biter with our last time. And I got my co-host, my right-hand man, Marcel Martin, with me right now. Marcel, what's up? I don't know if you're coming through right now. Hold on. We wasted no time getting right to the technical difficulties.
Hey, can you hear me? Am I
good?
You're
good now. I think you're good now.
All right. What's good, Raptors Digest people? It's your boy Marcel. I'm back. I'm not touching the mic tonight, so hopefully we're good here. We're good here, yeah.
There we go. We are not a tech crew, man. We have our fair share of struggles here, but appreciate everyone already tuning in, and it's always a good time when Marcel and I get to do this together. Oh, and Armoni Brooks getting the start tonight, as I'm sure most people are noticing, and Siakam the lay-in off of the Brooks feed. I'm excited to see what this guy can do. Of course, we signed him right after DJ Wilson's 10-day is voided because of an injury. Really unfortunate. Heart goes out to DJ Wilson, who a lot of people were actually, funny enough, really looking forward to seeing. But Armoni Brooks getting kind of the opportunity of a lifetime here to come in and start against a very good team for the Raptors. What do you expect out of Armoni Brooks tonight, if anything?
I mean, to be on a 10-day contract, and you are replacing Fred VanVleet. Those are some big shoes to fill. I mean, I know Fred's only about 6 foot, 6'1". Those are still some pretty big shoes to fill. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we see good defense and good playmaking. I'm not expecting a big scoring night, just doing all the small things to help us win this ball game.
Yeah, and I think that's probably his mindset too of, don't play outside of your game. You're going to do a lot better, especially playing for a coach like Nick Nurse, just by keeping to the basics and playing fundamental basketball. So hopefully he can do that, but I got a good feeling about tonight. No jinxes, nothing superstitious. I do think that, the Nuggets are not the team that they're going to be. They're still missing Jamal Murray, MPJ. Those guys are going to put them way over the top, and I genuinely think that once Denver gets healthy, they're probably the deepest team in the NBA. So we're lucky, or I say fortunate at very least, to have a matchup again against them, not in their final form yet. And they got us good there the last time. A 1-point loss, the Jokic swatting OG Anunoby at the end right before the buzzer goes. You got to think the Raptors really want to avenge that and get a W tonight. And rolling off the momentum from yesterday, I feel like it's likely. I do feel like it's likely.
I mean, we just took out the #1 team in the West, so it's like sky's the limit. The Nuggets are what, the 7th seed, 6th seed, something like that. Like they're near the bottom. Yeah. 6th seed, yeah. So it's like, and like I said in the chat yesterday, it's like when the Raptors are healthy, we're a problem. When the Raptors are healthy and consistent, we're an even bigger problem. Gary Trent Jr., he was doing fantastic before the All-Star break. Come back from All-Star break, kind of sluggish, not really hitting his shots. Last night, that's what scary Gary Trent Jr. looks like, for sure. Yeah. That's who he really is.
Hey, man, we need that swagger back last night. I think it was someone named Megan came into the chat and said he doesn't have his mojo. And I feel like, that's a very blanket way to look at it, but it's true. Like, Gary Trent Jr. is a dude who plays off of hype and momentum and confidence. And I think any player is like that to a certain extent. I don't mean to generalize, but with Gary Trent Jr., it is especially the case because when he's dropping 30 pieces, he's chirping at the opposing bench. He's getting into it. Remember what we saw from him and Pat Bev when we faced off with the T-Wolves? Stuff like that. That's when he's playing at his best, is when he's kind of an agitator out there. So hopefully we can see him get back to his ways. But I do have someone asking me, it's Turtle T in the chat, saying, what's the bet tonight, Josh? So let me give it to him really quick. I don't have it up on the screen. There's only so much room on this overlay right now. You got mine and Marcel's big heads right now taking up a bunch of space. But for my bets, I did hit the Raptors money line at plus 225, I believe. I put my money where my mouth is. I think we got a decent chance at a W tonight in Mile High. And then I also bet Gary Trent Jr. went right back to his points line at over 21.5, so he needs 22 to hit. And that is parlayed with Scotty Barnes over 0.5 3-pointers. Quick little math lesson. That's just 1 3-pointer to hit. Let's see if he can do it. Barnes with it right now. He's covered by Green. Kicks it out to Brooks. Thought about shooting. Gives it over to Achua. Precious. Going up for the shot over Jokic, but he travels. But he hit it. That was nice.
So he's got oven mitts and he's got clown shoes.
He's got clown shoes too. Hey man, he hit the shot.
Right.
The clown shoes are on right now, but he hit the shot. The oven mitts are off.
I guess.
Are we lined up right now, Marcel? You looking at 7:05?
I'm at 7:02. I'm a little bit ahead. I don't know what happened. Scotty just he beamed the ball down the court. Pascal with a spitty lay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
taking the D to the O. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, Marcel, and then we're gonna get lined right up.
Okay. All right, they just pass it to, what was it, Barton in the corner? Up, missed. Rebound by Gary Trent Jr. He's bringing it down. Scotty looks hungry. Feed the rook. Oh, Gary's going to take the three. And off the front iron.
I'm
Pascal's
at
down there
right
with
now.
Jokic. I'm at 6:28, 27, 26, 25. What, you're at 6:19?
Yeah.
I'm there.
Perfect. We're good. Shouts out to everyone already in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh, Spicy P. Dialing it up.
Goes Peppa P. He's
I
pushing
like to see him stretching the floor. He fell off a little bit with his three-point shooting for a while there. Oh, Jeff Green getting a nice dunk. But it's good to see Pascal Siakam confidently humming that three-pointer again, because when he can shoot that, it stretches out his game tenfold.
For sure. We got Pascal swinging over to Scotty Barnes, bringing it back to Pascal. Pascal's working the top. Uh-oh.
Give it to him, Spicy.
Spin.
Ooh.
Ooh, so close. So
Just
close.
misses. Green with it to Jokic in the high post. He's covered by Siakam. Jokic, great job. Did you hear what Nick Nurse was saying when describing Jokic earlier? Oh, Brooks for three. Misses, but Barnes. Let's go.
Scotty. Be great, 4. 4 is great.
Be great.
Be great, 4. Now, what did Nick Nurse say about Jokic?
He said he's got a little bit of Larry Bird in this game. Or at least he thinks so. And that's an interesting comparison.
I'm going to get real and I'm going to get candid on the stream, all right, Josh?
Yeah.
Just because you're a white guy who plays good basketball does not mean you're Larry Bird. Larry Bird should not be the go-to comparison if you are a good white basketball player. They said that about Luka, and it's like it's weird because it happens in hip hop, right? Oh, all white rappers will be compared to Eminem. It's like, come on, you can be anybody you want to be. I look at Jokic as a flashier Tim Duncan.
That's an interesting. That's actually a very interesting comparison there.
Yep.
I see that a little bit too. Duncan. And you know what? The Larry Bird comparison isn't completely lost on me. I agree. I think it's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But there is some creativity that he uses in the high post that reminds me of Bird, where it's like he's just tough to predict. He's very smooth when he's doing ball fakes. You know, he'll toy around with you a little bit when he's in the paint. And I do see a bit of that from Jokic. But yeah, overall, I do see that comparison as a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it's just like, again, not every great white basketball player or even a good white basketball player is Larry Bird.
No one's ever compared me to Larry Bird.
I feel like, look, I've never even seen you play, Josh, but I feel like you play like...
It's exactly like Bird.
No. You play like, I bet you play like Jason Williams.
You know what? A little bit, actually. I've been told I have a little bit of Lowry in my game.
Kyle Lowry?
Yeah, dude. I just try to set people up, have a big rear end, you know?
You know, there was this meme going around on Twitter, and it'll stick with me till the day I die, but there's somebody called Kyle Bubble Butt Lowry.
Bubble Butt Lowry. Well, you've seen that photo of him, like,
yes, the Photoshop.
Dukes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That is...
Ooh, that's not a foul on Gary?
Whistles stay away. Nuggets going the other way. They take the pull-up J and hit it. 23-21 right now. Raps down by 2.
We got a fan fiction pop card in the chat saying Max Kellerman is actually really good at rap. Yes, he is. Not going to lie to you. Max Kellerman had some bars back in the day. Max Kellerman's story is pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I know he was like a boxing commentator for a long time, and I did hear that he used to be able to rap. Ooh, Brooks! Brooksy. Yes, sir.
Said, I'm solidifying this 10-day, you hear me?
Nice shot by him.
The shot was so nice it froze my stream. That's crazy.
Oh, great.
It's not a ooh. Is that Pascal bringing it down?
Yeah,
Swing it
Chris
over to
Boucher
Brooks?
just got a block, and then Brooks, he's got it again over to Siakam.
Oh, just take it. Just take it, Dad.
There we go. Misses.
Good hustle, Boucher. I like this. I love seeing Boucher's hustle. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah, I've been very happy with Chris Boucher. Even when he's not having those great offensive nights, like he still is really good to see from an intensity perspective. Rebounding's huge for him now. He's upped that part of his game because it wasn't going down for him. Those shots that were going down last season, he had to find a different way to impact the court, and he has.
Yep. I feel like he had such a big jump last year in his play that it was almost like he was forcing it this year. And then, he just switched it up. He said, all right, let me watch some film. Let me try to, impact the game in other ways that can still help us win, and it worked.
Man, you can literally tell he watches Dennis Rodman film. And he put Rodman on his Instagram story one day, and then ever since that, I'm not even kidding. Like, this is something that, like, I remember thinking as I was seeing it unfold. I was like, wow, he's been playing kind of like crazy energy. Brooks misses that
Almost.
three. But yeah, you can tell that he's taken a little bit of a page or mantra out of the way that Dennis Rodman used to carry himself on the court.
Hold on, Josh. I'm spotting a D to the O moment. Is that a... Oh, Boucher's not that tall.
That was close, man. That would have been hype. And then Jokic at the other end gets the easy little lay-in. 24-25, I believe the score. Or am I... No, apparently it's 24-23. Never mind. My scoreboard is quick.
Crazy. But Mustafa's in the chat is asking, Josh, do you have the back like Kyle, though?
Hey, man, I just...
Let the people know, Josh. Sound off.
Out here squatting 3 plates, man. I'll let that answer the question. That's not even that much, but...
Hey, that's more than what I can squat, man. I got a bad back. If I try to squat the bar, I'm not getting up.
It is really annoying, like, when it comes to getting into squatting. Like, it's so uncomfortable for, like, the first, I don't know, 6 or 7 times you do it. Then you kind of get used to the motions, but leg day sucks. Leg day definitely sucks.
See... I've never had a problem with leg day, and all right, so when I do leg day, right, I'm hitting all the machines. I'll do everything except for squats just because I have a really bad back. Squatting is actually how I tore my ACL a few years ago, so I avoid it entirely. But I'll hit the machines, leg press, all that stuff. Do some light, lunges and stuff. I never get the Bambi legs the next day. Like, I've never had a leg day workout where it hurts or, like, I'm sore. So usually I just don't do leg day because I already have horse thighs, like thoroughbred stallion Clydesdale thighs. I don't need to do leg day. So I take my chunky butt on the treadmill and I hit a couple miles and I call it a day.
Marcel, you've never done a Josh Goodwin leg day, man. We'll when you come up to Toronto, I'll need to go to the gym with you, and then you will get the Bambi legs.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
the
this,
cookout
Josh.
legs.
I'm gonna tell you this, Josh. You're gonna see me, and it's all gonna sound nothing but cap, but I promise you, you won't be able to outlift me in the gym.
Maybe, I don't know. You are definitely bigger than me, so we'll see. But I'm gonna start training now. Since you made that comment, this is gonna be the chip on my shoulder, Marcel. So I appreciate the push.
Hey man, I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest guy I know. I'm definitely not. I am confident in my strength. And I don't know, like right now my biggest goal is just to lose a lot of weight. So I've been doing a lot of like aerobic exercises. I got like a little sweat vest to help me just do as much as I can. But whenever I do lift, the strength is still there, baby. I'm still putting up good PRs. It's still there. I still got it.
That is good stuff. See, I have this bad habit of going and playing hoops for so long at LA Fitness that by the time like I'm ready to work out, I've already been running for like 2 hours, and it's just like I have no energy left. I got to be better about it. I got to cut myself off from the hoops. I'm a full-on hoop junkie, an addict. Ball is life.
All right, now. All right, calm down. Everybody, Josh Goodwin's trying to get a 10-day, y'all. Y'all see it.
Yeah. Seriously, if Brooks can do it, I can do it. Come on.
Fair. All right, we got Scotty swinging over to Gary. I think we see Delanto on the court. Scotty, work on Boogie. Work him.
Go.
He's old. His legs keep breaking. Ooh,
hey.
He took that out of Pascal's book.
And one.
That was a Pascal move. Pascal will be proud. Spicy's proud. We also got Jet for Sale in the chat saying, how are you feeling about the Raps? They seem to be on point on both ends. I think after that stretch of losing, not even joking, I think Fred tore them all a new one. It would not surprise me if Fred went through everybody on the roster and just got in them about that losing stretch. And then the one game he comes back, we win. It's kind of like, y'all need to do this without me. You know, we shouldn't have to win games, you know, depending if Fred plays or not. You know, next man up mentality. If one man's out, the next man's up. You don't have to get ready because you're always ready. You be ready. So, I mean, look, I think we're looking great right now. We're playing good defense. We're closing out on the three. We're attacking the basket. We're making smart shots right now. So hopefully we keep it up and we can get a dub.
Yeah, 100%. I've liked the way that we've come out because we exercised some demons during that losing streak. Ooh, Chris Boucher going out to three, swatting that into the first row. Great perimeter defense by Chris. But yeah, I think that we, you know, someone on the team, whether it's Nick Nurse, whether it's Fred VanVleet, even a Thad Young, whoever spoke up in that room, and I think probably multiple guys, they were heard because I think this team's collected it since then, and we've just accepted that, you know, we were exercising demons at that point. They're out of our system now. Highland misses that shot and is rebounded by Banton, but we got a foul. Raptors are turning the ball right back over to the Nuggets after that.
Boogie's just old. You see that hairline, bro? I know his knees probably got plastic chips and metal wires and screws in them. Get this AARP membership hold man out the court. Like, come on, man. Look, I'm not an ageist at all. I just talk smack. But we got I saw some Mustafa in the chat saying, "Can we make Marcel permanent on the watch along?" Mustafa, where you been, baby? Where you been? I'm gonna have my own channel, baby. Look, for all of y'all out there that weren't here when I announced it. Starting this upcoming Monday, actually, make sure you're subscribed to Courtside Digest. Me and Ben are gonna drop the first video of many. You're going to see me and Ben a lot at first, and then eventually it's just me. It's going to be just this beautiful, brown, bearded face on Courtside Digest. And some of y'all asking about March Madness. I don't really watch college sports, but I'm going to have to for Courtside. I'm going to definitely have to watch some college ball and get knowledgeable. I was thinking about doing a little interactive bracket with the subscribers. If you can beat me, I'll give you $1. I don't know.
I'll give you $1. Hopefully you don't get too many participants, man. Running up the bill. Nuggets missed the shot there. Gary Trent Jr.'s got it. He's going right to the rim. Woo! Misses an easy one. Chris Boucher misses the putback, but Trent Jr., the O-Reb, the three-pointer, doesn't go. But then Chris Boucher somehow secures the ball again, and then that's deflected out of bounds by the Nuggets. What a crazy sequence of play there. Raptors fighting for the second chance opportunities. They'll hold on to possession.
That whole exchange was just weird. Gary missed the layup, got the rebound, missed the three.
Raps up by 1 right now. Let's see if they can make use of this extra possession. Or, I mean, the 5th extra possession they've had this trip down. Hey, Trent Jr. over to Scotty. Scotty with it. Calls for the cutter. Chris in the mid-range. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Off ball, working to get your shot. Simple play. Knocks it down. Shouts out to Chris.
It was also full of confidence. You didn't see a hesitation or a thought bubble. He catch, shoot, boom. I love it.
He knew the role there. He knew the role. You get open, cutting off ball, go and jack that thing up. Scotty Barnes covering Bones Highland.
Ooh.
Thankfully not fouled. Baby.
Ooh, oh, all right. What are you gonna do, Thad? Wait, what happened?
He got fouled in transition. It was Bones Highland who grabbed Scotty. And I'll be honest, they kind of mugged Bones Highland there, so I'm happy that the refs did not make a call. Let the boys play D.
Look, I'm tired of these transitional fouls. They're trash.
Man, I've been complaining about it. I feel like if you take it out now, it just like too drastically alters the structure of a basketball game. But I mean, it would just improve the quality so much.
It really would. We got a Fugi458 in the chat. My boy Selly Sell. You already know what time it is, baby. Whomever you may be.
Hey, man, that's the end of the first right there. So Raptors up by 3. 28-25 is the current score. Chris Boucher misses that last three-pointer there. But Nick Nurse has to be very happy with the way his guys came out right now. Armani Brooks at least getting 1 three-pointer. I don't know if I missed any other offense for him. But, hey, we'll call that a successful first quarter. He gets the start. What a golden opportunity. I'm happy to see him get this, and I said it before the game started, decent chance the Raptors roll tonight. I think that we are leaving that page of ugly, horrendous losing basketball behind us, and we're ready to step into something better here. And also, on the topic of March Madness, I will say this. I am illy informed right now on college hoops. Last year, I knew a lot more. This year, my picks, Arizona or Purdue. I don't know which one. I feel like I went with two schools with pretty good Canadian players on it, but I do actually like their chances. Purdue's got Ivy as well as Edie. And then Benedict Mathurin on Arizona, a Canadian that's supposed to be like the next coming of Lou Dort, but even like better offensively. So we'll see, man. It's going to be an exciting tournament.
I mean, I like Lou Dort. I think he'd be great for us. But to say you're the next Lou Dort, I think that's setting your ceiling kind of low.
No, man. Lou Dort, I bet you one season in
his
career.
No, he's great. He's great. But I mean, like, if you said, oh, I'm the next coming of Allen Iverson, or I'm the next Kobe Bryant, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm the next Lou Williams.
Who? Next Larry Bird.
Stop it. Is he white?
Benedict Mathurin
can be other things.
I could actually see him being the next Lou Dort, the way he plays, but like I said, with a better offensive bag. I did say that with some improved offense, but actually I do think, maybe this is a hot take, one season in Lou Dort's career, I bet you he'll average 20 points per game.
In Lou Dort's career?
Yeah, it might not be next year or the year after, but like in that like 27 to 30-year-old range, I bet you he'll have a 20-point per game season.
No, I mean Lou Dort plays with a lot of heart. You know, he really gives his all when he plays, and it's almost as if like he's trying to prove something when he's out there. And I love it. I love that hustle. So yeah, no, that's not impossible.
No, I think it could happen. He's made a lot of strides. He's a workhorse. OKC will get continually better. I mean, if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander keeps playing like this, they're going to need to... It'll naturally open up some space for my boy Lou. And guys, if you're watching this right now, do me a big favor. Drop a like on the video. Help us get up to 100 likes. I appreciate it. Make your presence felt. I always do notice it. And you guys are the best. I mean it.
You may be the best, but you can be better if we get 150 likes. You know I'm greedy. You know I'm greedy.
Ooh, Boucher, baseline jam. Raptors come out and get a bucket right at the beginning of the second quarter here. Bones Highland bringing it up for Denver.
Would have been great if I saw it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, let me know where you are at in this stream right now, just to make sure we're lined up.
41, 40, 39, 38.
Okay, I'm at 11:24, so I'm going to pause it real quick.
Okay. I don't know why my stream keeps getting behind yours. I'll just buy cable. 27, 26, 25, 24.
Perfect. Rivers goes up, misses that. Rebounded by Spicy.
Go ahead, Scotty. Just take it. It's yours, young man. It's yours.
Woo! Bro, I love how jacked up he gets. I love it.
I love that energy, man. I love it.
Okay, Alan in the chat is saying, you think the Raptors should take a shot at Edie, referring to Zach Edie, the 7'4" center on Purdue. Oh, what a block there by Chris Boucher and Banton going up. The great Canadian Wall meeting Jeff Green at the rim.
Do it.
Oh, just misses the three.
Ooh, that would have been a highlight.
That would have been the D to the O there. But, Alan, once
Where's
we get a
offensive
stoppage of play,
foul?
perfect. Here's one.
There we go.
We end up fouling there.
Poor Birch. Poor Birch. Man. Poor Birch.
I got to, man, I think Kem, as much as people were hyping him up for yesterday's like defensive role and being like kind of clutch late, I don't know. Kem Birch has had a really, you got to get him back up to speed because of the injuries, but he's kind of been on my nerves a little bit. I'll hold that for a second. But Alan, I definitely think that the Raptors should take a shot at Zach Edey. You don't need any guys to come into the Raptors organization and take over as franchise players. Zach Edey can play 15 to 20 minutes a game, and I think he could honestly end up like a Boban Marjanovic. He has more efficient numbers in the NCAA than Shaquille O'Neal did. And this guy is supposed to go from like either the 15th overall pick to like early second round. Raptors could definitely get their hands on him.
We definitely could, and again, when we're when we're comparing players, let's raise the ceiling a little bit if we're gonna be hopeful to say he could be the next Boban Marjanovic.
But these
what?
we don't need the next Shaquille O'Neal on the team, right? I don't even know if there's room for the next Shaquille O'Neal because we already have guys that are gonna need contracts that have earned them here and that I'm comfortable with moving forward. I think that picking up a 7-foot center to come off or even if he's a starter, only playing limited minutes like Marcel for defensive utility, that's kind of what this team needs a little bit of.
This team needs size.
Exactly.
This 6'9" slim build lineup that we have is helpful against some teams, but other teams is not as good. We need bodies. We need body on bodies. Like if Khem Birch put on like 20 pounds of muscle, yeah, I like that.
That'd be scary. Khem Birch with 20 pounds of muscle on that frame already would be kind of nuts.
Yeah. He'd be a threat in the paint.
Siakam the floater gets it. There we go.
Always
nice
good.
Little running floater. 34-30, wraps up by 4 with 9:30 left to go until halftime.
And shout out to Detroit Pistons Animation. She said, "What's up, Josh and Marcel? What's up, Detroit Pistons Animations?
What's up, Detroit? I haven't checked out his channel, but do you cover like Pistons content? I mean, if so, I'm always extra flattered to have fans from other fan bases in here because, I mean, my Raps community is my Raps community, but it's a big-time compliment when we have fans from other fan bases tuning in with us, too.
Especially when their team beats us every time we match up with them. Pascal.
Woo! Spicy. Beautiful mid-range.
He already has 16. Ghost Pepper P.
I thought about betting on him tonight, too.
Yo, Mustafa needs to chill out in the chat. He said, get Marcel on the Raps. Oh, whoa. No.
Get Marcel on the Raps.
Look, I'll tell y'all a quick little story. Oh, man, all right, defense. Let's play some defense, people. So, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out Maple Leafs Digest. I don't care if you're not into hockey or if you don't know anything about hockey. Subscribe because you'll see Josh's beautiful face. Subscribe. But I told a story about how when I was in high school, I was part of a beer league for hockey. And I've never played hockey a day in my life, but I saw the movie Goon. And I just wanted to hit people. So, like, that's all I did. So, if you get me on the Raptors team, just have me sub in to foul the heck out of somebody. I'll do it. I'll play dirty. Just pay my fines.
Marcel Martin, the NBA goon. I like it, man. The classy word for that is enforcer.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it.
We'll give you that professional title. Nuggets with the ball. Boogie shoots a 3, misses, and it's rebounded by Scotty. I think Scotty could have an important night, and then Scotty's fouled there. Who is that just fouled him? But
Barton, I think.
I don't even know.
To be honest, and this is where my Courtside Digest knowledge will have to help me out. If you're not wearing the Raptors jersey, odds are I don't know who you are.
Hey, that's not true. You got good NBA knowledge.
I do, but like on the Nuggets, off the top of my head, you got Boogie Cousins, you got Jokic, you got Murray, you got Barton, you got Aaron Gordon still.
I was going to say, Aaron Gordon is not on the floor or on the bench that I can see, so I'm assuming he's injured right now, which is kind of a nice break for the Raptors. I don't think Aaron Gordon's, like, great. He's good, but still.
I think they got him too late. I think the Nuggets got him way too late. What time's on your clock?
I'm at 8:06. Kem's about to shoot his first free throw after he got fouled. Are we in the same spot?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. And guys, if you're watching this, do me a big favor. Drop a like spike on this video. Help crank up those like numbers and get more and more Raptors fans in here to enjoy the game with us. Khem Birch hits both. Love to see that. I got my flames on for Khem.
Ooh.
Man, I really like Bones Highland too. You know, I know you always page me on complimenting other players, but Bones Highland's a special type of shooter.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to lose this game or watch Bones Highland have an amazing game because your boy Josh just can't stop talking about him.
It's when I diss the other players, they start cooking me. Look at Campaign last night.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So Campaign, I think, was being really dramatic, in my opinion.
Sorry, say that again. Boucher just got a hype little putback, but sorry, say that again, Marcel.
I think Campaign was playing a little dramatic last night. Like, there was a weird foul called on Gary Trent Jr., and then, like, you saw Campaign, like, punching the air and the ground. I'm like, yeah. Calm down. Because the last thing you want is Gary Trent Sr. to come down from them stands and put you in your place, young man. Calm down.
Man, I was about to book a one-way flight to Phoenix because I was going to end up in jail after pulling up on Campaign.
Bruh.
No, but Campaign was absolutely under my skin last night. We'll talk about that more in 1 second because we have a first super chat coming in from Alan. And Alan is saying, props to the York Baller. I misread that for a moment. York Baller saying props to the crew. Let's get this dub in the Mile High City. Shouts out to Adam. Thank you, Adam, and appreciate that super chat. And of course, I think we're on our way to doing so. I'm not even going to knock on wood. I think this Raptors team's got a little bit better basketball in them going forward, and I hope to see it tonight. We already have a little bit, but thank you, Adam. That is always appreciated.
Adam is the man. You know, Adam messages me pretty often. Like, me and him, we always have a good, solid line of communication. We're talking sports after every game, whenever something happens. Shout out to you, York Baller, for always keeping me company when I'm bored at work. And if you are my coworker from work and you're watching this, I'm never bored at work because I'm always working.
Yeah. Great cover, Marcel. Great job.
Yeah. Hey, they know I work hard. I do my job. It's all good.
Well, then at the end of the day, you're totally fine. We were talking about it a little bit before we went on, but like this stuff with gasoline right now, it's a hot topic. People are paying an arm and a leg to fill up the tanks right now, and obviously you working in logistics, it's made your job a bit of a nightmare recently.
Bro, like, so yesterday, you know, every day I go into the office, I've got a certain amount of load orders I gotta cover. Cool. Never too much, right? I'll have 40 to somewhat 60 a day I gotta take care of. It's not hard. But when I'm hearing on a Friday all day, oh, is that all you're paying? You know how much gas is? I'm like, yes, I know how much gas is. This is what I'm paying. Like, I can't just give you money I don't have. That's not how this works. It's been rough out there. Sound off in the chat how much gas is where you're at. For me, because I'm in the States, it's by gallons, not liters. I'll do the conversion at halftime. But it's about $4.10 where I'm at. Like $4.10 a gallon.
I can't imagine that's a pretty conversion, because right now the numbers in liters are insane in Ontario. Like, I can't even believe it. But hoping for better things to come in the future here. And I was going to mention this earlier when you brought up the movie Goon, talking about hockey. And I don't know if anyone else has seen this documentary on Netflix, but the Danbury Trashers, that team, basically a mob son. His dad was a mafia. Apparently that The Sopranos was actually written about this family, the Galantes. And so this guy who's a big mob boss buys his 14-year-old son and a semi-professional ECHL team. So they're a pro team with paid players, and he buys his son this team, and his son's the head of operations, the general manager, and he's a die-hard WWE wrestling fan. So he just went out and only wanted guys that are going to go beat the wheels off people. So this documentary is hilarious. All of it's real footage. This guy, this mob son, creates a team of only killers. Actual killers, guys like freshly out of prison and stuff, and they went all the way to the finals and lost. It is hilarious. You got check it out if you guys haven't already.
Was that based off a true story?
Yeah, and then the family, the Galantes, the Sopranos is supposedly written about the Galante family.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I think
Scotty?
I'm either ahead or behind you. I'm at 629.
Okay, we're at like pretty much the same spot here, because Scotty just got that bucket. I'm at 629 too. They're about to inbound it. I'll fast forward for a sec, but then let me know when the count is
Boucher
live.
Gets a foul. Boucher gets a foul. Or words. I can't talk today. I'm so tired. I've been barely sleeping.
Yeah, man. You had a busy day at work. It's all right. Sometimes I come on here and my brain feels like alphagettis. Like there's just nothing going on. So choking up on the words, that's something I do a fair bit on live.
That's just me. I think, did Boucher get tech?
Yeah, he did, I guess.
Yeah, Bones Highland, your guy, missed a shot. Get him out of here.
The officiating last night, man, I gotta say, Campaign was just doing an audition for some Hollywood film out on the court, but the referees were also allowing it a fair bit. It wasn't great officiating. I think we got some calls in our favor, actually, like at the very end of the game, which was clutch. But a weird game, honestly, a really weird game when it came down to how it was officiated. Boogie with it in the high post, covered by Kem. Boogie kicking it out. Bones Highland driving, going up with a little floater, misses that.
That's a foul.
Oh, wow.
I like when Boogie fouls, he looks around like, I don't see the foul. Where is the foul?
Hey, that's in the cylinder, man. They're calling that one back. That was a pretty crazy putback by Boogie, but it will not count, thankfully, for the Raptors.
Look at this man.
Wow. It's 45-42, 6 minutes left until halftime. Honestly, if Boogie had delayed that 1 second, it'd probably be clear. Yeah. That's a close one, but they're not going to challenge it. They're not going to get a chance. Raptors already on offense. Scotty Barnes with it. Over to Siakam.
Ooh. Scotty spinning. And foul. Let's go.
Scotty's got it back. Oh, yeah, you are ahead of me right now, I think.
Yeah, I'm at 5:54. Scotty's holding his head, trying to sell the foul. So they're sounding off in the chat about gas right now. I'm guessing 2 liters or $2 a liter is a lot.
Yeah, that's an insane amount. Like it's never been this high ever before. Like
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
So not to get into the politics of the world economy and gas, but I don't know, something just doesn't really add up to me, because if what I read was true, the U.S.'s biggest importer, who we import the most fuel from, is Canada, and then second is Mexico. I think Russia only comes in 4th. So, Scotty!
Yes, sir. All right, I'm at 6:35. Count out your count for me in the 30s.
I'm at 5:33.
Perfect.
But yeah, so it's if
Rivers hits that. Wow, that was a cold 3-pointer there by him.
Man, I don't think it counted.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, I don't think it did either. Actually,
did he step out?
I don't know. I'm also wondering if Campazzo is playing tonight. I just saw him on the bench.
I like Campazzo.
What was that?
I said I like Campazzo.
Yeah, me too. I like him a lot. He's a good rat. I always say it. He's a good rat. Scotty Barnes with it right now. Throws it over to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Trent Jr. Gary to Achua, and then an offensive foul. Man. Jeff Green taking the charge there from Gary Trent.
You know who would look great in a Raptors uniform?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yo, I looked up at the jersey right as you said it. I'm like, yo, Dorian Finney-Smith. Just saying, man. That's my propaganda.
You've converted me. I really like him because I've watched the Mavericks games since then. Oh, wow. Nice little floater there by the Nuggets. It's 48-44. But I've watched a few Mavericks games afterwards, and now that you've hyped him up a bit, I've kept an eye on him, and he just got paid that nice contract. Oh, Siakam finishing in the paint. Beautiful. I'm a Dorian Finney-Smith fan now, too. I definitely could see him being on the Raptors. He has that story that fits in. He plays the right way. I like him a lot. The Mavericks owe him.
Woo.
They just missed the 3. Achua gets it. We're going the other way. Precious.
Oh, what are you doing? He's got butter on his hands, bro. Butter fingers. The touch sucks.
Yeah, the feet there were moving faster than his head, and then ends up turning it over, but at least we don't pay for it. We get the defensive stop, and we'll try to get the ball back here after the Nuggets have their possession.
I like how we've been playing pretty physical defense and not fouling as much as it looks like we have been. Honestly, some of these I feel like are no calls, but I'm not the ref. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with this, and I'd rather be a physical team. If it hurts us sometimes for the free throws, that is what it is, but I also just want to have a nothing easy mentality on the team. But Jokic getting a nice bucket there, 50-46 the current score, just over 4 minutes to go. Siakam in the high post. All right, school him, Spicy. I don't even know who this guy is.
Spin on him. He's in the... Ooh, Precious with the fake finish. And
there we go.
1.
And 1. And 1. Oh, hold on. And we got Anthony in the chat, who is a Mavs fan. And he says, as a Mavs fan, I hope y'all beat the Nuggets. I appreciate that. I hope he's heard us hyping up your boy Dorian Finney-Smith. He's a player, bro. If you guys want to do us a favor, we'll get a time machine. We'll go back to when Goran Dragic was on the roster. We'll send you him some picks, maybe a little bit of cash under the table, and if you can send us Dorian Finney-Smith, we'll call it a day. But shouts out to Anthony. Appreciate you dropping the super chat and hanging out with us tonight to watch this matchup.
I would trade No, I'm sorry, not Pascal. Woo. Oh,
I would trade Scotty 1-for-1 for Dorian.
What? No, I'm trading Boucher, Goran Dragic, and a first-round pick for Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm not even trying to overhype him because that's a big package, but in all reality, his defense is amazing.
No,
You
and
know,
that's
his
actually
box
what you just
score,
proposed is a really fair trade. Actually, that's
yeah,
like one
and
that would make sense for both sides.
and his box score, stats never jumps out, But when you watch him play, just like you said, when you watch him play, he's a Raptor, bro. Like he's just in the wrong city, wearing the wrong jersey. That's all.
He's undrafted too, man. This story. Oh, Jokic ends up getting that offensive rebound. He's fouled even though he misses. He'll be shooting 2 at the line. 53-48, the current score. And then Tom Moreau, I think he's talking about.
Where was the foul?
Hey, when you're the reigning MVP, you get those borderline calls, I guess. But Tom Moreau, I'm assuming he's talking about Dorian Finney-Smith here, saying he's raw. He's improved a lot over this season, though. And Mike Kamina saying, no way they're trading Finney. Kleber would be good, too. You know what? Maxi Kleber's okay. He's kind of been an underwhelming player this season. But you asked me last year about Maxi Kleber, I'd be higher on him. But you're probably right, Mike Kamina, that they're not looking to shop a guy like Dorian Finney-Smith. They just paid him. But Dragic, a first-round pick, and Boucher? I don't know, man. That sounds like a decent return for both sides. But you're probably right.
Ooh, let's go. Good job, Geary. Scary Geary. Green.
Gary's gonna be shooting 3 at the line.
Bro, you see Green's bald spot? Like, the back of his head looks like a bird nest. I'm sorry. I'm mean, bro. Like,
hey, I felt terrible last night when I said Campaign looks like he could be casted as Sid the Sloth.
I saw that. Yeah,
that was
you're not wrong.
Mean.
No, it's like God went like this with the eyes. Go, there we go. Just space him out a little bit more.
Hey, man. Well, I'll give Campaign his respect. He balled on us last night, even though we got the W.
Mm-hmm. Man.
All right, Scotty Barnes checking out of the game. Siakam coming back in. And then Rivers checking in as well.
Bro, I'm not one to critique any NBA player, because if you made it to the NBA, you're obviously, you're deserving of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to critique people in the NBA, and I've always wondered, why is Austin Rivers still in the NBA?
Oh,
he's not the worst player in the league. He's not the worst player in the league. But I have yet to really be wowed and surprised and like, oh my gosh, look at Austin Rivers go. I can name 2 players off the top of my head who I think are a lot better than Austin Rivers, and that's Seth Curry and Tobias Harris. Why those 2 players? I don't know. They just came to my mind that I think are better than Austin Rivers.
Yeah, okay, well, that might be fair, but you are talking about one of the best 3-point shooting players and then a guy who's got a nearly max contract. So, like, they're different tiers of players, but, like, Austin Rivers is strictly a role guy. I think he's got game, honestly. I really do. And he's talked about how he thinks he gets underrated because of his dad. Oh,
I mean,
Thad, nice offensive rebound and putback. Thad Young getting the bucket, but sorry to cut you off, Marcel.
Nah, you're good, man. More moves like that, I may just shave my face. Not gonna lie to you, I like that. I like that move. That was a hustle play.
That was a hustle play. That's what I want to see from Thad Young. Nuggets with the ball. Reed out there to Rivers. Oh, Rivers might make you hold this L. Ooh. Marcel, I told you it's when you start talking bad about the players that they come to life. I'll start complimenting Rivers more now. He might be the next Steph Curry. Forget Seth Curry.
So I know this is your Zoom chat, but I'm going to find out how to kick you out because that hot take was horrible, Josh.
Man, I'm just trying to be a contrarian. Man. Anytime I start laying into a guy, like, they always come out hooping.
Ooh,
perfect.
Defense.
We turn over Jokic there.
Siakam. Oh, you see him. Pascal, you greedy.
Oh, let's go. That's not on the floor, man. He picked his dribble up. That's the D to the O.
That's a bucket. That should count.
That's gotta
that
be.
Should count.
Either way, man, Spicy P making a nice play out there. Trying to take it from both ends and get the bucket.
I think it was Thad Young that was down there. He could have kicked it too, but he's like, nah, I want it. I like that. But I'm not saying Rivers is trash. I'm not saying he's a worse player. I personally have never been, wowed by him. I've never been like, oh man, Austin Rivers. He's seen Austin Rivers. Never. But, as a Courtside Digest, the face of Courtside Digest, I've got to watch everybody now. And I will say right now, I apologize to the Raptors Digest community for my absence on Marcel's Minute. I have just been extremely tired, and I'm also watching other games every night just to, be more knowledgeable, to see what's going on, because we got a lot of good content on the way. But I gotta know what I'm talking about first of all.
No, I've had those same moments too, where it's like, normally a game that I don't care too much about, and I'm like, you know what? It would probably make me a bit more better prepared to speak on the league as a whole if I just watch it. So there I am watching like a Sacramento Kings matchup with like, I don't know, not even a team as good as the Hawks. Like I'm talking about
the Kings versus
Detroit.
The Magic.
Yeah, like a Magic Kings game. It's just like, hey, but these are where you can form some valuable opinions for the future. So
yeah,
it's homework, Marcel. You got to get League Pass.
I do. I'll get it. I have to. I'll get it.
Vintage Pimpage saying, he's coming at you. You're saying, in Austin's defense, Marcel, he isn't a fan of you either. I don't know what you have to say to that, but.
Well, Mr. Vintage Pimpage 604, dope name by the way. I'm not here to make fans. I'm not here for people to like me. I'm here to say the things that get people going. If you're not already a part of the Raptors Digest Discord, you gotta go in there. But me and another person in that chat were going back and forth the other day about Ben Simmons. And I'm not gonna lie, it was like me part trolling, but it also kind of just giving my hot take. Because I think it started with Paul Blunt saying that Ben Simmons is the most overrated player of all time. I said he's not the most, but he's up there. And then it just kind of spiraled. I said he hasn't improved at all over the last 4 seasons, which is statistically proven. And he was an all-star last year while averaging his career low of points, rebounds, and assists.
That is kind of funky. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Also, Ben Simmons getting all those Defensive Player of the Year votes. And again, this is just me. I'm not the one who gives out the votes or who announces who wins. It's just my opinion. When you're a point forward, your matchups are usually smaller than you. Are you in the paint guarding Joel Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, or are you guarding Trae Young?
I'd like to give Ben Simmons his respect on defense and playmaking. You're right, generating offense. I don't know, even sometimes his hustle rebounding, like I guess you can question that, but his ability to pass the ball and play ISO defense, I think.
Oh yeah.
Those are things where we can run him his credit, but interesting debate on Ben Simmons. I think that there's going to be a lot of people feeling like they've got hot or cold takes once he steps back onto the court for Brooklyn, because I'm excited to see what kind of shape he's in. I think he'd come back really hungry, honestly, but there's a chance that he might come back the exact same, and I think the Nets still feel decent about that. And if he comes back worse, the whole world will guaranteed be laughing at him, including all of Philadelphia.
Or it'll be how I see it. We'll all see Ben Simmons for who he really is.
And what do you mean by that?
A fraud. A fraud.
He's a fraudulent player, but...
And I'm not hating on him at any means. Like I said, he's in the NBA. He's good enough to be there. But let's not act like he's just this amazing great player when he's been average his entire career, right? Since his rookie year, which was more like his sophomore year, he has kept the same pace, hasn't improved in any category. And guess what? One thing he has yet to improve on, his shot.
Yeah, that kind of drives me crazy too. I'm like, bro, you get paid way too much money, have a legendary career ahead of you. People were always saying he's like one jump shot away from being the next LeBron James. And I know that's like a blown out take, but like he has that wild potential that, bro, if you could stretch the floor, like you are a very complete player. But he hasn't put his nose to the grindstone enough to be there. Kind of a mental midget, but we'll see what he can do in Brooklyn. New start, all the villains together. We'll see. Barton ends up getting the bucket at the other end and one, which is unfortunate. I don't think Scotty Barnes really fouled him, but Siakam has it now on offense, kicking to Achua for 3. There we go. The big sneeze. Yes, sir. Tom Moreau saying the 3-ply again for the big sneeze.
Ooh, D to the Come on, y'all keep fouling Pascal in transition. Ay caramba.
It's so annoying, man.
Y'all can't play defense, y'all just fouled. I mean, that's cool. They did that against Shaq back in the day.
And it is what it is. I don't quite recall what play this was, but Scotty Barnes, or no, you know what? Scotty Barnes did hit a 3 earlier because I have it checked off on my bet is already hit. And now I need Gary Trent Jr. to get those 22 points that I mentioned for my bet to be money tonight.
Yeah. I see Mike Camino in the chat said there's a reason why Raps want to get Simmons because he can switch and play D on both bigs and guards. Look, I'm not, again, just my opinion. He's not trash. I'm not saying he's garbage. I'm not saying he's the worst player. I don't want him on my team because I need confident players. I don't need someone who's gonna just shut down and throw a hissy fit because a bunch of random people in the stands are talking schmack and your team's letting you know, yeah, you averaged 6 points in a 7-game series. Do I think we can win a championship with you? I don't know. That's an honest statement. Yeah, that's tough love because like any other coach would be like, oh no, I think we can. We got confidence in them, blah, blah, blah. Nope. A real coach is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Ben Simmons, you averaged 6 points over a 7-game series against the Hawks.
Yeah,
bro, come on.
It's not good. I feel like that was the RDC World skit where they have they reenact Doc Rivers coming into the change room. I feel like that's a very accurate description of what actually might have happened post Game 7 in Philadelphia. But this is hilarious. Before we get back to commentating the play, Tom Moreau saying, anybody see where they said Simmons is right-handed and he doesn't realize it? That is the funniest theory I have ever heard. Bro, someone tell him to try shooting around with his left. See how it does for him, because at this point, it is very confusing that he hasn't figured out how to shoot the damn ball. But Scotty Barnes playing some defense there. That goes out of bounds off of the Nuggets. No, it'll stay with the Nuggets. It was out off the Raptors.
Apparently, this is what my dad had told me, that back when Ben Simmons was playing at LSU, whenever scouts or reporters would come, they would have him practice in the next gym over, so they didn't see him miss all those shots.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That if that's accurate, that's insane. Scotty from half court. Oh, okay, that was kind of accurate, but he does miss the shot. Raptors will be up here at halftime. So 65-61 is the score I have. I think it might be 65-63. But either way, Raptors are leading the Nuggets at half. Pretty good offensive first half there for Toronto. You know, the defense was pretty solid, and yes, it is 65-63. So one bucket difference, but I'm still happy to see the Raptors being on top right now. Marcel, what did you see in that first half? Give me the breakdown.
I saw a lot of effort, a lot of hustle, a lot of smart plays. Defense is there. Not quite exactly at the Raptors' peak that we're used to seeing, but our offense is phenomenal right now. We're maintaining a lead, and you already know the second half is our best half, so we're gonna come back lighting it up. But I'm seeing a lot of good plays, a lot of smart plays. Scotty really wants it, Pascal really wants it. Precious shooting with confidence. If you're not gonna make the shot, but you're still gonna take it, I'm all for it.
Hey man, he's already 2 of 3 from 3-point range just in that first half. So he might actually be the second coming of Serge Ibaka. They are a little bit different, but just strictly in terms of the role we want them to fill. Okay, Marcel, look, are you gonna tell me he's the second coming of Ben Wallace instead? Absolutely shameless. I love it.
yeah.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the chat. But either way, clearly both Marcel and I are hyped about Precious Achiuwa's game right now.
I'm just really enjoying the development. And I was talking to York Baller about this just over Facebook. Just mentally, I've been next season already. From probably after the first 2 months of this season, I'm already boom, I'm thinking about next season. And what I mean by that is, I'm not as excited about making the playoffs, finishing out the season. I'm more excited to see how well we look next season, where these young guys are, on their developmental scale. Where is Precious going to, be and what he's going to look like next year. Scotty's development, Delano Banton's development, even Justin Champagnie. I'm really excited to see where this young team is going to be and what they're going to look like come next season. That's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think that in the back of my mind as well, I realized that this year, as much as I want to see winning basketball now, I think this team's kind of capable of putting together a sneaky run. All that good stuff, I still do realize in the back of my mind, down somewhere in the subconscious, that our winning years are maybe even farther than next year. Like, we have a long contention period with the core that we've built, but it is going to be a process because you look at that bench and we got to slowly add some scoring to it. And if we don't sign those guys or trade to bring them in, we're going to need to develop guys like Malachi Flynn, like Delano Banton. Maybe you re-sign Svi Mikhailuk on a cheap deal and he can get it going a bit. I do think that Masai being Masai, he will go out and find extra help out there in the NBA or, halfway across the world, wherever he goes to find it. Masai will find a way to address needs on this team. But yeah, to think about how high the ceiling is, if you could play 6 to 7 players all night, every night, well, the Raptors, maybe they are kind of close to doing something, but the reality is you'll need a bit more depth to make a difference over these long 7-game series that pop up in the postseason. So I'm with you, Marcel. I am a little bit mentally towards next year, but with that said, I am still like head over heels excited to see what this Raptors team can do because they will be in the postseason. And I think that a first round matchup, even if we need to go in through the play-in tournament, we'll be seeing first round for the Raptors, no doubt. And I think that we're going to be a really tough out for whoever gets us.
Hey, man. Whoever got to see us, it is what it is. I was telling York Baller it would be a weird playoffs if we somehow make it to the second round, because it's like we're not really supposed to go far, right? Like, we're supposed to make the playoffs and probably be a first round exit, whatever. But if we make it to the second round, whoever we beat is like, you just weren't prepared. You weren't. Because we're just that good. We can catch you off guard. We'll catch you lacking. Like, this team is nothing to just sneeze at. Precious. You know what I mean? So it's like, you really got to understand, and maybe this is to our benefit, that because the media doesn't give us a lot of love, because there's this weird stigma about us, oh, you only won because of Kawhi, and you're not that good of a team. No one expects much from us. Okay, cool, yeah, keep that same energy come playoffs, because, anybody can lose.
Man, we are going to be a tough out, and think about it. We tend to play better against good teams, and I mean, that's pretty optimistic to think that trend will continue into the postseason, but what I've seen from the Raptors so far is that they can beat the Suns, they can beat Miami, they can beat the Bucks. Like, we really can run with those top teams when our guys are healthy, or even last night, no OG Anunoby, we'll still figure out a way. We'll see what happens, but people shouldn't sleep on this team, but people should also keep that temperament in their mind that if this season doesn't result in a conference finals or even a second round, well, it is what it is. This team is very good, and we will be back to do some damage. But I'm above all else, I'm very just happy to see the Scotty Barnes rookie season. Like, this kid is so dynamic. Like, let me read out his score right now here at halftime. So Scotty Barnes currently has 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 1 of 2 from 3. He's got 2 steals and 1 block. Last night he had 5 steals and 2 blocks. This kid is literally like a perfect hybrid between Cade Cunningham and Evan Mobley. It is so weird. And I know those are the top 3 guys in the Rookie of the Year race, but like, to me, it makes sense. He's got a little bit of everything. I'm excited to see what the Raptors can do with him.
For sure, and I think, that's actually a good comparison, right? Because if you look at Scotty Barnes, he's like a Swiss Army knife. Mm-hmm. He can get blocks, he can get boards, he can, play make. He can score, he can get steals. It's like, I'm not saying there's nothing he can't do, but if you need him to do something, he'll give 110%, and odds are he'll be able to do it efficiently. So, no, yeah, I think that's a good comparison to Scotty. This is his team. I know Fred kind of took over for Kyle, but I'm sorry, man, this is Scotty's team. This is Scotty's team. I
know, and I hope that never becomes an issue, because Fred's very intelligent. Like, he's too intelligent to not understand that this should be Scotty's team. But he's also got a lot of pride, and he's got a lot of respect for pecking order. I mean, he's a certified OG. Like, Fred VanVleet, I just hope that he can stomach watching Scotty take the reins, because, Fred VanVleet, in theory, it should be his team. Scotty's simply too good. You get this kid in a deep draft in the lottery, let him own this group. And I just hope that goes smooth with everyone involved. I think it will. This is a very selfless group. There's no egos involved, but Fred VanVleet's a first-year All-Star. Fred VanVleet, he's cocky, but it is confidence. It is confidence, and I just hope that throughout this whole process, he just learns to blossom with Scotty, opposed to wanting the team to be his versus Scotty's. They can kind of share the spotlight in a certain regard.
For sure, and I think that also Fred is a professional, he's mature, and he understands that, or at least I hope what he saw under Kyle is it doesn't matter if I'm the best player or not, I'm going to do what I need to win. Prime example, when we won the championship, Kyle wasn't our best player. It was obviously Kawhi Leonard, but it was still Kyle's team. You know what I mean? Like, Kyle knew that he had to defer to Kawhi, but he still knew how to be a leader. So I think it won't be any trouble for Fred to be like, I can still be a leader and still let Scottie take over and do what he needs to do so we can win these games. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is that we win games.
Yeah, 100%. And Fred VanVleet understands that, so I don't think there'll be any issues. But that's a good comparison to relate it back to Lowry and Kawhi. I think that's a really spot-on comparison. And, a lot of people, when I brought up Cade Cunningham the other day, were kind of like, hey, bro, like, why do you love Cade so much? He's just, he's obviously very good, but we're making the case out here for Scottie trying to push the agenda. And the thing is, as much as I think, and the reason people kind of got offended is I said Cade Cunningham is the best player in this class. And as much as I mean that, he's the most well-rounded package, I also think that if you were to look at it like, okay, Cade becomes Luka Doncic, Scottie becomes Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Okay, so very clearly Luka Doncic is much better at basketball than Giannis. But Giannis is so much more dominant because of his physical assets plus his IQ. He ends up with a championship way before I think Luka will. And that right there is what I think could happen with Scottie versus Cade. This rookie class is just too deep, man. I got to give the respect to the dudes here. And you've been a big Josh Giddey guy. Maybe he's making a sneaky Rookie of the Year case too.
So, Josh, with those hot takes. Anyway, Cade is not the best player in this rookie
So he's the most full package.
No.
He's the most full package.
It's Scottie. It's look. I'm gonna say this.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah, as close as I am to you. Like, come on, man. Like, look.
And bro,
Cade's nice.
We're not even talking about Evan Mobley right now either, which is.
Look, I've got a lot of respect for Evan Mobley because I like him, but there's a lot of nuances and variables and small things that you don't see that attribute to his success. And it's not to take anything away from him. But when you look at a player like Scottie, who is not the first option, he's not the second option, he's not the third option, sometimes the fourth, but usually the fifth option. And look at his stat sheet. And you look at Evan Mobley, who has to be fed everything. He has to be there for the rebound. He has to be given the ball when he's in position. He doesn't get the ball and then get to position. He has to be in his spots. I'm not trying to take nothing from him, but that's clearly different, right? When you look at Cade, he's great. Not going to take anything away from him. But you got to put it into perspective, right? Russell Westbrook, when he was on the Oklahoma City Thunder, before Paul George, but right after KD, when it was really just him, he looked great while doing nothing. You look at Cade Cunningham, he's doing great while doing nothing. Scottie Barnes is doing great while winning games. That's the difference I see. Individually, you can be phenomenal, but the way you impact winning means so much more than your stats. It means so much more than your ability to hit threes and to finish at the bucket. What do you do to win games? I don't care if you can average a triple-double for 4 seasons. How are you winning games? Because at the end of the day, they don't give a championship to the best player who had the best stats. That's the MVP. And at this point, it really doesn't even matter about MVP. It's a popularity vote. It's whatever. But that championship trophy, that ultimate goal, the reason why GMs trade away players, the reason why we gave up DeMar for Kawhi, that championship trophy is given to the team who knows how to win with the players who know how to win. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, I hear you, but I think you in certain regards, what you're saying right here kind of chimes into my point of I think Scottie Barnes could end up being the more dominant, valuable player, but I just don't think he's going to post some more impressive stats all the time than a guy like Cunningham, who's just, he is the center of the universe for his team. Whereas Scottie Barnes, right, like he has the ability to fit in as a support, a really dominant support, whereas Cade Cunningham, they're looking at him like, hey man, we need you to stretch the floor, we need you to pass, we need you to play defense against the best opposing player a lot of nights, and I'm not making a case for Cade over Scottie. I'm just saying that even if we do see Cade ending up with better stats this year, which he kind of has right now, I wouldn't be worried about him being quote unquote the better player, because I think Scottie Barnes could end up being an extremely dominant force. So we'll see what happens. But this rookie, what was that?
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Cade Cunningham. He will peak before Scottie Barnes.
Sorry, say that again.
Cade Cunningham will peak before Scottie Barnes, and I believe that.
I agree with you. I feel like we are on the same page here. I'm saying that right now, Cade Cunningham looks so well polished because they're giving him green light to do everything, and he honestly does have the best skill set right now, the best skill package. But the way Scottie Barnes is able to score using his physical assets, and the fact that he's in a better system that can kind of uplift him better, I think that there's a good chance he becomes a more dominant player, which is what excites me. I would rather have Giannis Antetokounmpo than Luka Doncic, even though Luka Doncic's stats just jump right off the pages like, you know, LeBron James like. It's, yeah. We are in a similar kind of opinion here, but the bottom line is this rookie class is exciting, bro. It is man. Exciting.
It really is. Just stop disrespecting my boy Scotty. Number 4. It's number 1.
I've been calling him Baby Giannis. That's what he is. So, all respect
Giannis wishes.
Barnes.
Giannis wishes. I put something in the Discord the other day when Giannis and Scotty, because Scotty's 20, 21? How old is Scotty?
Scotty's 21, I think.
Yeah. So when Giannis was 21, his stats were all worse than Scotty's right now.
Bro,
now
Precious Achiuwa's stats are probably better right now than Giannis's were this
Giannis, age. I think Giannis and Chris Middleton were both the lowest rated player on 2K at one point. I think I read that somewhere. Yeah.
I actually believe that. That's crazy.
Because don't forget the Bucks at one point, their highlight was when they had Brandon Jennings as a point guard. That was like their glory days before Giannis, rose to where he is now. So
true. That's a cool story. I gotta like that. And we have a super chat coming in from our guy Paul Blunt. He's saying Cade is bagged milk and Scotty is a Raptor on the rocks. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Hey, bagged milk is a compliment around here too. So, but I guess that makes sense. We are complimenting both rookies, and I'll take the Raptor on the rocks over the bagged milk. But us Canadians like our bagged milk. Marcel, you called me about this randomly the other day to confirm that the rumors were true, and it is true. We drink bagged milk. But Paul Blunt, shouts out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I do not have the Raptor on the rocks with me tonight, but I'll break it back out for another nighttime live stream at some point soon.
Bro, you gotta let me actually give you a recipe, and we're gonna make it the Raptor on the rocks. And I already got a great one in mind.
What are you thinking? What's the drink gonna be?
So, I'm not too. Actually, no. It's gonna be this, right? We're gonna have some Grey Goose, because Canada, of course.
Okay.
Some Hennessy, because you gotta have some dark liquor. You know what I'm saying? So
all right.
Don't try this at home, but I like to mix my liquor. But if you don't drink, don't mix your light in your dark. We're gonna put some
vodka and Hennessy in the same cup. You are begging for trouble.
And then you add a splash of a Dr. Pepper, Raptor on the rocks.
I like that. Okay. Ooh, Scotty. Getting that floater to go.
No. Stop. You said Cade's better. You can't congratulate Scotty. You can't be happy for the boy.
I said that he has more well-polished skills.
You're number 1. You're the best.
More well-polished skills. So wait, are you telling me you take Luka Doncic over Giannis?
I'll take Scotty over Michael Jordan.
All right, there you go.
No, in all seriousness, I've seen those posts who would you rather build a team around? In all reality, I'd rather build around Giannis.
Same.
Because if you think about who can stop who, how many players in this league can stop Giannis versus how many players can stop Luka?
And also, I know someone just brought up in the chat too that's a good point, but someone also mentioning the kind of impact that the Freak has on both sides of the floor. It's ridiculous. I mean, he's the deep boy, he's the MVP. The only guys that have done that really before are Michael Jordan to win them in the same year. So we're dealing with a completely special player with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we have another super chat coming in from Tommy Moreau. Shouts out to Tommy saying David Barnes is going to be based on who works the hardest year after year. And I got to say, both those players have elite maturity. So this will be a tight race for years to come, and Mobley's right in there with them. We'll see what happens. Like, that guy's literally Chris Bosh, just 2.0.
For sure, but I don't know, man, and I'm not trying to be be completely on the. Oh, come on, no foul.
No foul. Wow.
Whatever.
67 to 65. The refs keep the whistles away there.
Now I'm not trying to overhype Scotty, but I don't know. It's just something about him. I just see nothing but greatness, man. Like extreme work ethic, determination, that energy. You don't really ever see him get down. You never see him. Ooh,
bro. Precious Achua. Tom, you seeing this right now? Tom, the oven mitts are off. He's graduated. Oh my gosh.
What did Gary just do?
Jeff Green got him, man. Jeff Green felt him in the back pocket.
Yep.
Gary goes airborne and then gets caught up on his shoulders, basically. So Jeff Green will be shooting too. Yeah. Laughs it off there with Gary Trent Jr. as Gary helps him up. That's funny.
Gary saw that bird's nest and he freaked out.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're roasting him, man.
But nah, I mean, I just have high hopes for Scotty, and in a perfect world, he never leaves the Raptors. He becomes the next Raptors growth. We win chips, I just, as a Raptors fan, and this isn't really fair to Scotty, but as a Raptors fan, I just have so high expectations that he helps change how the Raptors organization and how Toronto is seen in the NBA world. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I feel like he can do it.
He's got Fred VanVleet said he's got that star personality. That was cool to hear. I agree with you, and I think he's going to be a selling point to other players too, because he selfless player. Gary Trent Jr. from deep misses. But yeah, he's selfless. He is absolutely selfless. So it'd be interesting to see. There's going to be a lot of guys that want to play with him. Barton misses that. Never mind. The roll goes. He gets the shooter's roll, 70 to 68.
Why didn't Precious put his hands up? That made me mad. Defense.
Speaking of Precious, Tom Moreau dropping another super chat. This one about Precious again, saying Big Sneeze now wears scuba gloves. Hey man, he's making it rain from the 3-point line. Bring a parka. The Big Sneeze. What just happened?
Bring bring your parka and bring your oxygen tank, because Brooks is here to refill your air. He airballed a 3.
Damn. I missed that. I was reading out the super chat, but that's all right. He's got one made 3 tonight. He's got to make his next one now, though, no doubt.
Hey guys, we got 105 live viewers. I appreciate all of you, but what I don't appreciate is the 60 likes. You got to get that up. You got to do better than that. You watch Josh with the good hair. You see Marcel with his hat and hoodie on, because I got a weird head. Like the video. Go and like it.
What a great way to advertise the dynamic. I love it.
Go and like the video.
Hey man, I gotta make sure I keep this hair. I gotta do something to make sure it sticks around, because I got a funny head too. I would not be a good looking bald guy. I would not be able to pull it off like you, Marcel. Bro,
it's because I have a beard. If I couldn't grow facial hair, I'd have a toupee. I promise you.
A toupee.
Yeah.
Nuggets miss there. It's rebounded by Brooks, who brings it up now for the Raptors. Brooks hands it off to Barnes. Barnes has had a great game so far already. Siakam telling Brooks to cut through.
Ooh,
Siakam, the floater, gorgeous. The spin to floater shot is money for Ghost Pepper P.
Ooh. Josh, I know that we're commenting. They got it back. Anyway, I know that we're commentating on this game, and it's amazing, but I want to run something by you real quick.
Yeah.
Do you watch Serge Ibaka's YouTube channel?
I definitely have, like, a lot before. I saw the one with him and DeMar earlier today, but I think that might have been an old ep.
It was the new.
Was it?
Was it with the crickets juice? Cricket juice?
Yeah, and he actually said there was a chance he would come back to Toronto if Kyle was still there, which was blew my mind. Is that what you were gonna bring up?
Bro, listen. If we had known that, and we're like, hey Kyle, wait, stay. We're bringing back DeMar, and we're getting Scotty.
It'd be interesting, man. I was pretty blown away to hear him say that he'd be willing to come back and put on the Raptors jersey. When he said that, and he also said the fans in Canada were the best. Like, Siakam misses his first free throw. That's tough. But DeMar DeRozan's so well-spoken and so humble and chill. I see why everybody in the NBA just has the utmost respect for Debo. It's so clear when you see him talk like that.
Yeah, DeMar has to be one of the most liked guys in the NBA. There was an article put out that my roommate actually sent me about one of his, I forgot, I want to say it was DeJounte Murray, but it might have been someone else on the Spurs who lost a family member, and DeMar was one of the first people that they went to, and DeMar like really helped him and consoled him and was there for him, and a 3 from Denver. Congratulations. You're trash. But anyway, and then I think there was another story about somebody in Ayo Dosunmu, the rookie over in Chicago.
Hold on. Sorry to cut you off. Precious Achiuwa is going nuts. He just hits another 3. I had to update the crowd on that one.
I missed it?
Bro, he hit another 3. That's his 4th three-pointer of the night. We're not even... There's almost 8 minutes left in this game. Or sorry, in the third quarter, before the fourth. Like, he's going off.
I know Miami's like, this ain't the same boy we had last year.
I ain't ever seen you act like this before.
I ain't never ever see you shoot like that.
You're getting buckets.
You're getting buckets. You're acting unusual.
Sorry to cut you off, though. You were talking about a great Debo story with the rookie Ayo Dosunmu.
He went with, I think that's how you say his name, Ayo Dosunmu. I call him Ayo. Ayo. So he went with him to his college jersey retirement ceremony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a rookie. You a vet. You didn't have to do any of that. Like, a lot of people have a lot of good things to say. Even Kevin Love. I know you don't really like Kevin Love, but what Kevin Love said about DeMar bringing mental health to the forefront in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, DeMar is a great guy, and I wish as an organization we could do something to honor him in some fashion, just because he deserves it, right?
I think he should still retire.
He was a Compton kid. For sure. He was a Compton kid who embraced Toronto, who never had a passport till he got drafted, who didn't know how to dress. You know what I mean? Like, to be in a completely foreign world, you could have easily been like, Kawhi, I want to go home. But you didn't. You embraced it. You wanted this. And then to say you would have came back if Kyle was still here, man, you can't hate DeMar, bro. Like,
you definitely can't. Bro, he's a class act, 110%. I love him. I was surprised to hear him still like have all those things to say about like Toronto, and like he is a quality person, basketball aside, which I think the Raptors really care about, and I do want to find a way for them to honor him as well. I think that retiring his jersey is the right thing to do. You know what I thought would be cool too? Is to put a statue of him and Kyle outside of Scotiabank.
Yeah.
So they can kind of be enshrined together a little bit, because I don't really care to enshrine Kawhi. I'm sure him.
No.
I do think that they'll give Kawhi something though. I don't know if he'll get his jersey retired, but a statue I think is probably likely for Kawhi too.
No. Listen, we won a championship in part to Kawhi. Kawhi needed us just as much as we needed him to win the championship. To honor a Raptors player, in my opinion alone, means you put on that jersey with pride. You put on that jersey and you go out there and you play with pride. You put on that jersey, you go out there and you play and you embrace the fans in the city with pride. You are Toronto when you put on that jersey. Kawhi was not Toronto. Kawhi's head was in LA the entire time. He probably had his plane booked the moment he was traded.
You know what, man? Honestly, though, like, I don't care where his head was at. He brought us a championship. I will take that. But, like, I get what you're saying in the perspective of we're not going to, like, he dips right after when we had a chance to run it back and do it again. Like, that is kind of just, it's a bit of a slap in the face. So I think that not retiring his jersey is definitely the move. But, you know what, Kyle and DeMar, what was that?
I said I want to retire his jersey. I mean,
yeah.
Yes, I understand the first chip, it was monumental, it was great. Yeah, I get that. But I don't think you should retire someone or you should honor someone just for that alone, when I think you have to be important to that organization. And yeah, you were super duper important in winning, but you're not important now. Kyle is still important to this team now, even though he's not on the team. You see his imprint on these players, even DeMar's imprint on these players. Kawhi had no imprint. Kawhi didn't leave nothing behind for what?
I disagree. I think that Fred VanVleet learned a lot from Kawhi Leonard, which is a funny guy to point out. But I think that Fred VanVleet didn't really have this stoic he's always been very cool and collected, but I think that Kawhi Leonard really rubbed off on Fred VanVleet. I honestly do think so. Like Fred VanVleet's defensive energy, his poise, that all kind of like dialed right in for our championship run and hasn't really turned off since. I got to give Kawhi some credit, man. I think that his demeanor stuck around with a lot of these guys. My personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. But to say he's had the same influence as a Lowry or DeRozan would be blown out of proportion. But we do have one more question in the chat here. Jokic at the line. He makes his first. But I believe it was Jeremy W. who asked this question. Let me scroll back up. Jeremy W., where's the question? He's saying, Josh, do you think it's possible the Lakers could have had Kyle and DeMar instead of Westbrook? I think so. Because Westbrook makes $44 million a year, and he's signed not for just this season, but the next as well. I think that you definitely look at a situation where DeRozan and Lowry could have gone to the Lakers, and that would have been so much better, but LeBron got cocky. You know, LeBron just thinks that he can work through anything, and, you know, I like that attitude, but at this point, he's really undersold how important it is to have role players. He shipped them all out for us. It was just it was a heat check. It's like the equivalent to a transactional heat check, and he lost the heat check. But I do think that was a trade available and would have helped. Marcel, you're looking very defiant over there.
I'm just watching the game.
You don't like the credit I was giving Kawhi Leonard, do you?
All right, I'm gonna sound off. Kawhi, I will give him all the props and all the credit. Oh, no call. Keep moving.
That was nice defense by Brooks.
Come on, Gary. Do something. Yeah, he saw Jokic. He's like, I ain't going to tag.
Scotty's got it.
Scotty, be great.
Be great for
Gary, please make it. There we go.
There we go.
So, now that I'm in a much better mood, I can give you my thoughts, right? So, all right, I'm going to give Kawhi all of the props that he is allotted, right? We won because of him. Yes. We got far because of him. Yes. Do not, as Raptors fans in the chat, do not forget who we were the years leading up. A top team in the league that was falling short to LeBron James. Name another team in the East that got past LeBron James. Yeah. I'm not going to wait because there's no time needed because there is no answer. So, we had Kawhi to get over the hump. Yeah, you can talk about injuries, the bounce, the shot, all that stuff. Cool, whatever. It was an amazing run. It was a fairy tale run. I get that. You have to do something that leaves an imprint, bro, on these players, on this organization. Yes, winning a chip does leave an imprint because you give off that championship pedigree now. Those these guys that are still here, they got that championship swagger. They know what it means to win. I get that, and Kawhi helped them get that. And someone in the chat said, "Oh, Kawhi didn't need Toronto. Toronto needed Kawhi." Yeah. Well, since Kawhi's left Toronto, how many chips does he have? How many finals appearances does he have?
0.
Really? The Clippers? Really? Come on now. They're the 8th seed right now? They got just as far as us the year after Kawhi left. Second round, game 7, lost. Same as us. So who needed who? And again,
I think he underrates. Look. I think he completely underrates the kind of set that he walked into here in Toronto. We gave him everything he needed to win. It was a mutually helpful deal that ended in the best way possible. I just genuinely do think that he left an imprint on these guys in terms of demeanor, because I think people say it. People say it. This isn't something I'm pulling completely, out of thin air here. People talked about it during the playoff run, how Kawhi's demeanor became contagious to absolutely everybody. And I think that you can see it the most in probably Fred VanVleet, who is completely stoic with his demeanor when he plays now. And Achua, oh my God, I thought he was going to hit that. Heat check misses, and then Chris Boucher, the rebound, gets fouled. Score is 79-82, but Chris Boucher, chance to get 2 at the line here. He's kind of arguing a little bit with, okay, no, they're not arguing, they're talking it out. But nice play there. We do have a super chat coming from Paul Blunt saying, Woj is a victim of Casey's coaching. Interesting point here.
Facts.
I do think Dwayne Casey is a really good coach. He helped out a lot, but I also think it would have been interesting to see DeMar DeRozan and a Nick Nurse system. I don't think that Casey like ruined his opportunity to like win a championship,
No.
but I think that Nick Nurse would have gotten more out of DeMar.
Yeah, and I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm usually wrong a lot. I don't think Dwayne Casey emphasized defense enough, because a lot of things that people say about DeMar was defense. He wasn't that great on defense. Well, was Dwayne Casey really focusing on defense? Was Dwayne Casey really emphasizing defense? I'm seeing a lot more defense now under Nick Nurse than with Dwayne Casey. I could be wrong.
That's a good point. You know, that is actually a very good point. I think that, you know, Masai also got to build his team a little bit differently, which has helped our defense. But, you know, you actually... Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Whoo. Wow, Will Barton going and getting the dunk. Respects to Chris Boucher for going up there to contest it, but got jammed on a little bit. But that's all right. We're back on offense. Trent Jr. Got to hit this. Misses. And is rebounded by Jokic. He is too damn tall. Then he stretches the floor out. Bones Highland gets the transition bucket. Nick Nurse is walking out there to call a timeout. 86-80 right now. Raps are down by 2 possessions. Got to get that foot back on the gas.
And to finish this Kawhi conversation, I will not commemorate him in any way, shape, or form. Thank you for helping us win a chip. You were a very nice rental piece. You're not on the Mount Rushmore Raptors. Not in my opinion.
I think there's... yeah, you might be right. Who is on your Mount Rushmore for Raptors?
Vince Carter.
Okay.
The reason why we're still in Toronto, Vince Carter.
You could almost argue that Vince Carter's exit was worse than Kawhi's.
Yeah, I would say it was worse because at least with Kawhi, we kind of saw it coming. Mm-hmm. With Vince Carter, it was like a weird, nasty breakup that lingered for a few years, and then as soon as we got a lot more new Raptors fans, they loved, like, newer Raptors fans who really didn't watch Vince Carter play, love Vince Carter. Like, when he, like, towards the end of his career, when he was coming back to Toronto, standing ovations, tribute videos, you know, like, they always showed him love towards the end of his career, and he always took that to heart, because it's like, there was a moment in time where there was hate there, but eventually there was nothing but love. So...
No, I hear you. Do you think there's a case to say that Pascal Siakam now belongs on the Raptors Mount Rushmore?
Who?
Pascal Siakam.
Not yet. Not yet, Grasshopper.
No, I agree with you, but I think that there's some people who could try to make a fair case for that. You know, accolades and everything considered in there. But yeah, you're right. Not yet. But we do have a super chat coming in here from Turtle T. He was saying, so I'm gonna scroll up to get to this. He's saying Nurse learned a lot from Casey to make the team better. That's a good point too. I mean, he was a Dwayne Casey understudy. And it's interesting because it kind of works both ways, because I've heard some people say that that Coach of the Year award that Dwayne Casey won the year he was fired, it should be at Nick Nurse's house. That's what people say. I mean, that is, again, I don't have anything to confirm that, but it is kind of maybe adding up that you fire the Coach of the Year and immediately promote his assistant. That does maybe make you wonder, okay, there could be some validity to these rumors that that award is reflective of the efforts of Nick Nurse before he even became a head coach. But then again, there's also that contrary argument that Turtle T's saying that, you know, of course, as much as there might have been help that way, Dwayne Casey did a lot of teaching to Nick Nurse. So I don't know what side of the fence you stand on, but it's an interesting debate, and shouts out to Turtle T for the super chat regardless.
Shout out to Turtle T, but also Jeremy W said, if you are fine with Vince, there is no way you can have any bad feelings towards Kawhi. Hey, man, you are entitled to your opinion, and so am I. My opinions just happen to be wrong sometimes. But I will say this, with Vince Carter, it was a nasty breakup. You also have to understand, our front office was not the way it is now. It was like, this team was not set up the way it was set up now. And there was a lot of just lack of, I'm sorry, Gary Trent Jr. hit it.
And one! Let's go! Chris Boucher. Sorry to cut you off, Marcel. I had to get jacked up for a guy.
I was watching it because we got to get this lead back. But yeah, no. So the way that Vince Carter left, it was a nasty breakup, but both parties were at fault. You know, Vince Carter wanted out because, you know, I was getting frustrated, but the front office really wasn't working with them because it was also a new organization, right? So it's like, you really got to, for a brand new organization, I'm not giving them any slack, but at the same time, they really didn't know any better. The way Kawhi left, yeah, we kind of knew he was going to leave. And I'm not really mad that he left. I'm not mad that Kawhi left at all. I just don't care to commemorate him in any way, shape, or form. I'm talking about no tribute video, no retired jersey, no statue, no framed picture. I don't even care if you no drawing of your hand in the shape of a claw anywhere in Scotiabank. No, none of that. I don't care about that. But to finish my original statement about the Raptors Mount Rushmore. Ooh, Pascal, what are you doing, baby?
And one.
Bring it on home. But yeah, so Mount Rushmore of the Raptors, I'm putting Vince Carter because he's the reason why we're still in Toronto. Kyle Lowry is the GOAT, so of course he's up there. Duh. Chris Bosh, personally, because he's one of the reasons why I fell in love with the team. Vince Carter just made me fall in love with Vince Carter, but Chris Bosh made me fall in love with the team.
That's a cool way to
fourth
put it.
spot, man.
What was that?
DeRozan. That fourth spot is DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, so give me the full rundown. Give me the full rundown of the Mount Rushmore as it's complete in Marcel's version.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan.
And then Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. Yep.
That's a pretty good list. That's a tough one to argue with.
Yep. I mean, you can put Kawhi up there. A lot of people that are a lot less biased than me will put Kawhi up there. I get it. I'm not. And it's not me being petty or spiteful. It's just I don't know.
Man,
it could be me being petty.
Two of those guys on the list never managed to win a playoff series and left Toronto to go team up with other stars. So you know what? I think that time will bring maybe some more appreciation to Kawhi, just like time brought more appreciation to Vince and Chris. So we'll see.
These transitional fouls are killing me, bro.
I know, they're so annoying to watch. For anyone wondering the score right now, it's 91-86. Denver is up right now by 5 points, but I'm seeing FC in the chat point out that right now, I believe Cleveland's lost, the Wizards are losing. And I mean, if you guys can look at the standings right now, the Raptors pull off a W tonight against a good Denver team. That playoff picture is starting to look a little bit nicer, and that 6th seed starts to look a little bit more attainable. I've been saying for a while, I think the 6th seed is where we can lock in on, and you know, that would be a great way to finish the season, and it's plausible. I think that we can do it.
You are absolutely right, but I'm sorry, Chris Huber in the chat. He's speaking the gospel truth. Let's put on the flames for Chris Huber. He said Bargnani would be a force in this era. He was the most skilled big man we ever had. He was just a victim of the times, and that's the absolute truth. Absolute truth.
You know what? I read this. I wrote an article about that comparison about whether or not he would be a really effective player in the modern NBA. I got to pull back up the articles over a year ago that I wrote it. Who said that? It was a former guy in the NBA. Who said that about Andrea Bargnani? Because he was saying back in the day we could just foul all day and not have it called. With the amount of how tight the whistle is in the modern NBA, they're saying Bargnani would just be going to the free throw line time after time after time and then stretching you out when you wouldn't foul him. So it's interesting to say that, but I also have just seen how athletic the league is now, and I also just wonder about, like, you know, he's not good enough to be Jokic, right? If you're not going to be athletic and you're going to be a primary scoring option in the NBA, you got to be really special, like a Luka or a Jokic. I don't know if that he would definitely be better in the modern NBA, no doubt, but I don't know if he would like be a top 25 player in the modern NBA, even at his best.
You're absolutely right. I think we could actually use Bargnani right now.
You know what? He actually would help out this team. We need some offense off of our bench.
Burch and Trent need to ride the bench, bro.
He's got the size too, but we have another super chat coming in from Turtle T. This guy's been making it rain. Shouts out to him. He's saying Kawhi/Raps showed us if you come play for us, you can revitalize your career or win a championship, in my opinion. Definitely. I mean, the Raptors, I think that's why you see a guy like Svi Mikhailiuk come here in free agency by choice when other contenders wanted him. Unfortunately, I know it's a terrible example because things haven't panned out for him, but we do have that reputation of we'll fix your game. Come show up. We'll see what we can get done. Siakam throwing it over there to Kem Birch. Birch twisting in the high post, kicking it out to Thad. Now it's back with Pascal. Siakam driving on Boogie. Gets loose, kisses it off the glass. It's good. There we go. And hold on, we got another super chat from Tom Moreau. And he's saying, Bosh's leaving bothers me more than Vince's. Okay. All right, that's interesting, Tom. I feel like there are a lot of fans that share that sentiment, actually. But elaborate a little bit for us in the chat, and I'll read it out loud in a moment once you give us your rationale here. But I do not think that's an out-of-pocket take. I think a lot of people feel that way.
The defense, man. Highland with another 3, man. It's now 91-96. I'm at 45 and a half seconds.
Okay, yeah, no, we are right in the exact same place.
Yeah.
Pascal on the logo right now. We're down by 5. A bucket here would be massive going into the 4th.
Bro, we've attempted 26 threes and only hit 9.
Kem. There we go. Great persistence by Pascal Siakam. Oh my god, dude. Kem Birch is so unplayable sometimes. Oh my god.
Bro.
Jeremy W. pointing out Josh loves Svi. I love Svi Mikhailuk. I've just seen him ball out on other teams. I wish he was that guy on our team, but I get it. It's an unpopular argument.
Svi would be better on a different team.
Yeah. Well, he'll just be that walking bucket on lottery teams for the rest of his career. And oh my god, Austin Rivers hitting that 3-pointer there. That's huge for the Nuggets. 99-93. We're going to get the last shot, though. Siakam with it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Siakam going up. Just misses. Oh. All right, we got our work cut out for us here in the 4th quarter.
It's going to be a long 12 minutes, but I've been getting called out in the chat by Ramaz saying Marcel, Raptors are so bad defensively because of Masai. Mans didn't improve the roster at all. I don't know, man. I've said this many times, and I know that Ramaz is a certified troll. We should make an animation for him. You know, he's a certified troll, but what people need to understand, and this is the last time I say this a lot, when it comes to trades and acquisitions, both parties need to agree. So, if there was a player like Jared Allen, who was a free agent, yeah, we could have used him. But what if he didn't want to come to Toronto? Or what if he just signed with Cleveland? Oh, that happened. Oh, Moses Brown was a free agent, or he was waived by the Mavericks. We could have snatched him up. Oh, maybe he didn't want us. That's how this works. Both teams have to agree to trades and acquisitions, otherwise nothing happens. So, Masai has improved the defense by acquiring Gary Trent Jr.
I think that he made this team better. Like, if Ramaz is seriously sitting here thinking that Masai Ujiri has not upped this team since last season, then this is trolling. And shouts out to Ramaz. He is one of our most loyal followers. He's always throwing out the hot takes, which, is appreciated, even though some people don't receive it so well, which is fair. But Masai, I think, has done the right thing. So there's just a certain point where, like, even the best GM in the world who everyone wants to go play for, like, you can't just assemble a championship roster every offseason. You're going to need to have losing to grow. And that comes with youth, that comes with inexperience. And right now the Raptors have a fair bit of that on the roster, but we also have a lot of promising talent. So I can't look at Masai Ujiri. You're right. Gary Trent Jr., what a massive upgrade defensively and offensively from Norman Powell. No disrespect to Norm. But, Gary's a guy with a little bit of star upside. And Norm is too, but you guys know what I'm saying. And then also, I'd like to think that Kem Birch, even though I just called him unplayable, he is a step up from Aaron Baines, who was holding it down for us last season at the 5. You draft Alano Banton, who's very defense-oriented. You draft Scotty Barnes, who is defense-oriented. This team has gotten better, and it's reflected in our record. So I gotta classify this one as certified trolling. I find it very funny that Ramaz, instead of putting the accountability on the players, is always like, Masai this, Masai that.
Always.
It's like, come on, man, we can get on the players too. Like, Masai can only do so much.
Exactly. And it's if you're a real Raptors fan, Masai is always thinking ahead. What he does today will not impact tomorrow, but it will impact next year.
Playing chess.
That's how it works. He got Gary Trent Jr., who is a lot better this year than he was last year.
Hey, Marcel, he knows the motto. It's not about how you start.
It's how you finish. There's a meme of me with that.
Really?
Yeah, Paul Blunt made it. It's like me, but like black and white, and it's like a quote. Sir Marcel, it's not about how you start, and it's hilarious.
I love that, man. We got to take that meme and make it an animation right away. Paul Blunt, send that to me on Instagram. Oh, there we go. A three-pointer for Scotty Barnes. Knocking it down, stretching out the Nuggets. Love to see it. 99-96. That's a big bucket right out of the gate.
Ramaz also asked me, well, who's my least favorite Raptor? Kawhi Leonard. Oh, you mean on the team now? Oh, my bad. Probably Utah,
oh my God, Bones Highland.
Come on. Who is this guy? Who are you? Your mom named you Bones?
Is his real name's like Nishan or something?
Do you know Victor Oladipo's real name?
Yeah, I know it's something much different than Victor. What is it?
Hold on. Gotta go to Google.
Go look at Serge's full name while you're at it. It's a whole sentence. Right now, in the post, Boogie gets loose, puts up the shot, he's fouled, and he misses. Chris Boucher charged with the foul. Boogie's shooting two. 102-96.
Kehinde Mabatunde Victor Oladipo. He took out his first two names.
I've seen the list of guys in the NBA where it's like, isn't Bam's name is something a lot different than Bam as well. Bam's not even. I think it was you who told me this. No.
Yeah, his name is Idris Femi in Adebayo. Bam is like a nickname.
Suits him.
Let me see, Serge Ibaka. I'm gonna attempt his name.
Oh my God!
But I gotta find the full name.
Bro, the whole sentence. He hits both free throws. It's 104-96. We're down by 8. But a lot of time left in this ball game.
All right. Serge Balu, Lamu, Soyonga, Lum, Wahalahales, Jonas, Hugo, Ibaka.
I love how we just mix in a Jonas in the middle.
Jonas. So, because of Jonas Valanciunas, whenever I see Jonas...
Oh!
Ooh! All right, Delano.
The D?
I think I'm looking behind you, though. Was that a Kim?
That was beautiful. Kem Birch looking pretty athletic there.
Would have been great if when we had Serge, Jack or one of the announcers pronounce his entire name.
Yeah, his name is Serge Jonas. Just goes on.
Just goes on.
That's a foul. Okay, there we go. Raptors are rolling back right now.
Pockets, baby. We picking pockets.
I like it. We're going right at the heart of the Nuggets defense. We're wasting no time. We know we need buckets. As soon as we get a stop, we're going downhill the other way. I mean, Kem Birch with a nice athletic alley-oop there, and then a great little finish by Chris Boucher, a foul, and he's going to be going to the line to shoot, a very essential too. And we got a super chat coming in from, dare I say it, the best in all of social media. You know what? All of the internet. Pain-causing samurai. He's saying the 2019-2020 Raptors made Game 7 of the second round in the playoffs, and they were only held back by Gasol and Siakam playing their career worst. I miss Gasol plus Ibaka more than Kawhi. So at very first glance, this is a take that I think a lot of people look at and be like, oh, that's silly. Kawhi Leonard's, one of the best players in the league. He's top 5 in a lot of people's books. But we did lose Kawhi Leonard and then immediately have a great season, as he points out, with our regular role players, as well as Ibaka and Gasol holding down that 5 spot. I don't really miss Gasol. He was way at the end of his career, but I miss Serge Ibaka like a pig misses slop, man. I miss him more than anything. And it's tough, bro, because coming off our bench, he gives you that offense, that rim protection, everything you want to see. But very interesting points of perspective brought up by the one and only pain-causing samurai Marcel. I just called him Masai. Marcel.
Well, I play my GM on 2K, and I always choose the Raptors, so you might want to call me Masai Martin.
My Masai Martin. Okay.
Marcel Ujiri.
We got to make a meme for that, too. Masai Martin. You're going to have a Ramaz on you all day.
Bro. Nah, yeah. And shout out to you, Pain Causing Samurai. Your name's really dope. Your name and a couple others in the chat I really like. Like, what was this? Vintage Pimpage. I love that name.
Yeah. Vintage is the man. I really like that guy. He's called in before, and he's good stuff. I like Vintage.
Great guys. But just to make it clear, I don't hate Kawhi. I'm just messing around, doing my little trolling. it's just from a fan standpoint. It's like I don't want to give him that much credit because you did just up and leave. But I will give you credit that you helped us win, and I'm gonna just end it there. I don't hate the guy. If anything,
that hurt a lot to come out, didn't it, Marcel?
It did, but to make myself feel better, I hate Danny Green.
Yeah, I found that interesting because that's a guy who kind of like fits the Raptors bill a little bit in terms of defense, actually embraces playing in Toronto. You know, he's in the podcast space. I was very surprised to hear that you feel these ways about Danny Green.
I don't really hate Danny Green, but me and my roommate, we go back and forth because I say a lot of neat things about Danny Green when the camera's off. But like I said that last time we talked about him, people put him up here. I put him down here. Like, realistically, we can't put him up there. He was great in San Antonio.
He was.
And then it all went down here.
I mean, regular season Danny Green in Toronto was like actually insane as well. But you're right. In the playoffs, he didn't really like... Ever since the beginning of the 2019 playoffs to pretty much right about now, like he isn't a prime role player, even though he does do a lot of things that are good enough to have him stick around.
So I'm not going to say that regular season Danny Green was great for us, or as you said, amazing. He was average. He was regular season was regular Danny.
Wait, hold on. So I do think when you look at his net impact on that Raptors team, I would consider it very good. But you're saying that I overrated his regular season performance. He was excellent in the regular season.
Norman Powell was better.
He didn't have I think that Danny Green had better numbers than Norm in the regular season.
We gonna check it. We gonna check it, man, because I did not give Danny Green that much credit at all.
That was the best response. All right,
man,
we're gonna bury that one. Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Boogie Cousins blows the open layup. Oh, you love
no foul. Bring it back.
Wraps down by him. Oh, what a pass by Benton.
Ooh, the pass!
Oh.
Woo! Delano, the vision. The vision.
Nice pass.
I think he's got eyes on the end of his braids. He just sees everywhere. He can see everything, bro.
Yeah, that was impressive. The creativity of Delano Banton has always stood out to me. That is pushing the pace, doing what he does. Pushing P.
Pushing P.
Woo! There we go, Thaddeus. And one.
Do a couple of those and I'll shave my beard, bruh. Come on, old man.
Hey, man, he's going to do something really important, and to the point where we're going to get the Clippers out on live stream and shave that thing off for all of our fans, because you are going to be a Thad fan once you see this guy come full circle for the team.
I promise you, if I have to shave my face because of this man, I'm working from home until my beard grows back.
And hold on, we got a super chat coming in right now from my guy, Magnetic Knowledge. Magnetic saying, we win this game or I owe the devil $2. My God, Magnetic, I'll pray for you right now. But hopefully God is looking down on us right now, the basketball gods, and they will bless us here with a Raptors W and avoid my guy getting in debt with the devil. But Bones Highland, aka Lucifer, is absolutely torching us right now from three-point range. 107 to 105. Raps only down by a bucket, but this kid is hot right now.
Hey, man. Bones is that guy. I'm gonna give him credit right now.
There you go.
He's got our number.
That's
Boucher!
Chris.
But we got Boucher. You might be Bones Highland, but are you Chris Boucher? I think not.
We are drunk on the bagged milk, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Boucher.
I'm actually not drinking milk for the next couple weeks. I don't know if you guys... it's not really like an American thing. It's like a religion thing. Lent?
Yes.
We can give up something for 40 days?
Lent, right? You only eat
fish. You can give up anything. I'm not actually Catholic. I'm Christian. Not much of a difference. But me and religion, we got a loose relationship. It's like an open relationship. But for my... Oh, Boucher, you almost had it. Put it back. Ooh.
Second Birch, chance. Okay, Ken Birch is kind of having... He's finding ways to stick around right now in this second half of the game.
He's hustling. But
similar vibe to last night. Delano! Oh!
Boucher! Push it! Push the P! So close.
Delano's got to work on that touch a little bit around the rim, but good stuff from him. Raptors got a little bit of momentum right now. We're tied up at 107, 7:15 to go. Great strip there, I thought. Hands in the cookie jar. There we go.
I may have to shave
my
face. I may have to. Oh!
Knocking it down. Marcel, he's getting the clippers, I think. He's getting the manscape. Oh, bro, you have it on deck. You knew Thad was about to ball out.
I gotta comb the beard first, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure it's good. Cause Thad Young got me going crazy right now. Like that was D to the O, baby.
There we go. Great defensive contest on that late boogie three-pointer. Delano Banton with it right now. Banton, he's covered by Rivers, gives it back to Thad. Thad gives it over to Boucher. Now it's with Barnes. And a stoppage of play. We've got a whistle here. What's going on?
But anyway, so for Lent, I'm only drinking water.
Oh, really? That's a really good one, actually.
I thought it was easy because I can do that. I can, and I'm not even lying. I could drink water for the rest of my life, and that'd be the only thing I drink. I love water. I drink nothing but water.
No, that's... You know what makes a big difference is getting... It sounds ridiculous, but at school, I got one of those ice cube makers, or like ice cube... Yeah, maker. I don't know, man. It sounds really dumb to say. But yeah, an ice cube machine, and oh my god, Chris Boucher. Second chance opportunity. I gotta shut up about the ice cubes, but it made drinking water a lot nicer, and I did it a lot more because of it. Shouts out H2O. Shouts out Chris in the bagged milk.
Headband Boucher. Headband Boucher. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's get it, man. Oh, man, I'm speechless right now. I'm loving the hustle. I'm loving what I'm seeing. This is winning basketball. Cade can't do this. Cade couldn't do this.
Hey, I'm happy with Scotty. If you give me the first overall pick, I'm picking Scotty Barnes. I'm giving this rookie class the credit that they deserve because they are special, and I'm a basketball fan, bro. Watching Cade Cunningham is special. Watching Evan Mobley defensively is beyond special. And watching Scotty Barnes, well, he does a little bit of everything, and that makes him extremely special. So, no, I love this rookie class. I'm a big Giddey fan, too. I know that Marcel's huge on Giddey. You know, no slander towards Scotty intended when I build up how good this rookie class is.
Yeah, but you know what the slander I have is for this chat. 144 live viewers. 71 likes. What did I say? You want me disappointed? You got me disappointed. I'm a little upset. Maybe I got to push Courtside Digest debut back. Maybe you'll never see me again. Like the video. I'm lying. Please, 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 I'm lying. I love you all. Just please like the video. I was joking.
Man, we appreciate it so much. Every like, every comment, all the interaction is just fuel to the fire, and we appreciate it so much. So keep showing love. You guys are the best. And I am very excited to see you debut at Courtside. First video, it's got to be titled The Most Underrated Player in the NBA. And then it's just going to be straight up pumping the tires of Dorian Finney-Smith.
Oh, I already got something special for him, Josh. You don't even know.
I'm sure you already got something scripted out for him, no doubt.
Man, because like I said, one of the things I want to do is like a player highlight where I'll, just dedicate the whole video to just going over just the background of that player, their style of play, how well they're doing now, how just giving them some love. And I already got Dorian Finney's script, everything already. Man, it's ready. It's ready to go. Just gotta record it.
I love it. I love it. Hey, man, the way you look at Dorian Finney-Smith, if we're talking about non-Raptors players, I mean, people who tune into the live know, I think Dillon Brooks is the best thing since sliced bread, brother. I think he is so good. He can, he's got everything in his bag. Everything. I know he's not the perfect scorer, the perfect defender, but he does everything at a pretty elite level. The guy's very young. I'm so excited about some of these young Canadian players. They've embraced the two-way player mold when you look at it, really. I do not mess with Canada at the FIBA World Ball stage. I think we're going to come out firing. But Dillon Brooks, man, shouts out to him. He's a dog. A junkyard dog.
Yeah. Dillon Brooks and all those young guys over in Memphis they're the second seed, I think, in the West, man. Second or third, they're
doing damage, yeah.
Yep. Ooh,
air ball, yes, sir. Barton misses the rim completely. The Raps got the ball right now.
Shout out to Turtle T in the chat. He said, I only drank water for a few months straight. Want to get back to that. Quit drinking, though. 8 years sober. Shout out to you, man.
Wow.
I'm not a big drinker. So, I mean, I like my Hennessy from time to time. But, 8 years sober, that's big, big ups to you.
Huge. Man, people do not need alcohol. Like, I do drink, but like you really do not need it at all. Like the amount of clarity you get from not drinking at all, I think is an amazing thing. So congrats to you, Turtle T. Delano drives off the dribble, kisses it off the glass. There we go. There we go. Malachi Flynn is on the bench right now. Like, no.
Man, I almost forgot Flynn was hurt. I was about to say, why are we seeing Flynn right now? Just remember he's hurt. But
otherwise he'd be getting some minutes with VanVleet out. He would have started over Brooks. And then Barton getting to the rim with a lay-in. We're up by 4 points, 113 to 109.
I think Mike Kamina also asked, Marcel, are you a Jays fan? Hey man, if you're a sports team in Canada, I'm probably a fan.
The Jays are exciting this season. They're the third top betting favorites to win the whole thing. Scotty for 3. Misses. Offensive rebound, of course. There we go. Barnes has it right back. What's he going to do with it? He's got 9 seconds on the clock. He's covered by Green. Approaches, driving. Oh, that's bully ball on the vet. Oh, my God. Grown man's move. Oh, and the Jokic.
Oh, no. Yo. Yeah, call that. Get him out of here. Take him up. Get him out of here. You gonna do that to Scotty?
That's some garbage, Jokic. That's some garbage. Bro.
You don't do that to Scotty, bro. If Serge Ibaka was on his team, it would have been a brawl.
Dude, if Serge Ibaka was on this team, he'd be absolutely dealing with that right now. But either way, the Raps get the ball back. That's the important thing. Banton to Chris. There we go. The Canadian connection. It's alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Raps up 117 to 109.
Bruh, let's go. Uh-oh. Are we gonna get a T? Jokic was chatting up with that ref. Yeah.
Hey man, it's just big boy too. He's saying that he's stopped drinking about 20 years ago. That's amazing, Tom.
Oh wow.
That is awesome. I've been thinking, even though I don't really have any reason to necessarily cut it out of my life, I might actually just stop drinking to optimize everything I do. But anyways, we got basketball on. The Nuggets, they foul. So we fouled them. They will be shooting 2. That's Delano Banton picking up a foul.
Woo, man, Jokic had me acting unusual right now. You want to do it to Scotty? You want to do it to foul?
That's all right, man. Scotty took one for the team. We get the ball back. Jokic is going to be a loser for that one. But Turtle T saying, what are your thoughts on the Jays this season? I will give a quick little brief spiel. Really quick one. The offense is going to stay potent. I know Marcus Semien isn't there anymore, but this offense is going to be fine. They're going to still be one of the best in the league. I just think that the Jays need to really make sure that the bullpen's going. If Nate Pearson can have a good year in the bullpen, I think so many of our problems are solved. And I just hope that who's the guy that we just picked up after Ray left? Gosman. If Gosman can come in and pitch even like at 70 or 80% of that Ray did, then I think that the Jays will be no doubt pushing the pace to win a championship at the end of the season. But back to basketball. 3:30 left in this game. 117 to 110. Siakam with it.
Ooh, Pascal, work on him. I'm sorry, I'm lit right now. All right, over Burns with the floater. He's good for at least one of those. Hey, they're in the chat looking for Ramirez. Where you at, man? But I will say this though, I'm not sure if it was Ramirez or someone else in the chat saying we're up by 7 and Gary Trent Jr. is not on the court right now. Not saying it's because of Gary, but at least Nick Nurse knows even if it's your starter, you're not hot, get off the court.
That is a very, very interesting observation, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. No Gary Trent Jr. right now in the crunch. He's been going with the guys that have got them back into this game. I don't blame Nick Nurse. It's a good decision.
Yeah, like we made this comeback with Boucher, Thad Young, Delano Banton, and Ken Burch.
And honestly, the energy's been special, so I love what they're doing. Scotty.
You had to throw it up.
Yeah, that's tough. He got a decent shot off for how quick he had to get it going, but Marcel, the people in the chat are loving your energy. And also, I got to say quickly on the note of the Blue Jays, hot take, I think Alek Manoah could win the Cy Young. Crazy take. I know it's a crazy take. The kid's nasty. I honestly think it could happen. Last year he was better, in my opinion, then Robbie Ray. Jokic with it in the low post.
Oh, Birch!
Good deflection though. Good deflection by Birch.
That was like just a natural reaction. Like, oh snap! Oh.
Hey, that's good though. Getting active in the lanes. If he's not doing that, we have an issue. So I'm happy to see him doing a good job defensively.
He was worried about his nose.
Nuggets inbounding here. Barton with it.
Oh, don't look at the chat. Please don't look at the chat. Please don't look at the chat. I just want you to enjoy what we're about to see. Enjoy what we're about to see. Don't look at the chat.
Thad Young.
I'm about to lose it when I see it.
Scotty Barnes with the ball here. He's telling everyone clear out.
He said ISO. Scotty ISO. He said back
Scotty.
up.
It's start time. It's start time.
Work him.
Closing time.
Huh.
Bang! Chris Boucher knocking it down from downtown. Scotty Barnes, the persistent, taking that ball right back from Jokic. I love it. Ooh, Green coming back with a nasty dunk, but
I don't care about that nasty dunk. Cool, you scored 2 points while we've been running amok all fourth quarter. We got Boucher knocking it down to 3. Scotty being Magic Johnson. And come on, bro. You got Toronto band all over the place, pushing Pete. You got Kim Birch in the paint. This Raptors team is getting the dub, ladies and gentlemen. We here. Let's go. Let's go.
I love it. Oh,
get a bunch by Scotty. Let's go.
Turtle T's telling me he's wondering. He doesn't think my takes are good. What did I say that was so outlandish tonight? I think
you said that Kawhi Leonard imprinted himself on this team.
Definitely. He gave. That is so ridiculous if people think that's crazy. But anyways.
Thad Young with a bucket. Yeah, my beard's gonna be gone soon.
I was gonna say, Marcel, man, Thad Young's having a great second half of this game. Absolutely great second half. Marcel, get the Clippers. Get the Clippers. Wow.
Hey, man.
That is just poetic justice to see Scotty Barnes pry away that ball from Jokic and kicking it back out to Boucher, who makes him pay from 3.
Bro, this entire second half, one word to describe it: defense. Everything we've done to get here has been because of defense. So Ramaz and all the other trolls out there, oh, Masai didn't add any defense. Have you not seen what we've been doing? Have you not seen it? Defense.
Hey, man, they're playing together right now, and it's interesting. I remember Alvin Williams said it on last live stream. He's like, when you're in the road in a situation like this, you got to stay together. And he was talking about when the officiating was a bit against us. We were falling behind a little bit. This looks like a team that just stayed together, and it's interesting. Gary Trent Jr., as you just said, is not in here right now. It's next man up, and I love the fact that Nick Nurse went with the guys who were rolling, and Chris Boucher kind of just stealing the show tonight. Honestly, the wing players tonight, superb. And Precious Achiuwa putting on a clinic from 3-point range tonight has been surprising in all the best ways.
Hey, fan fiction in the chat saying Denver has 18 turnovers. Toronto only has 7.
Taking care of the ball.
Just saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, Kim Pazzo's in right now. Where's he been?
Oh, charge.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There we go.
So hold on. Stop celebrating, Josh. I want to bring something to your attention, right? So you saw that charge by Boucher. You've been seeing that a lot in these games, right? Boucher's been doing that a lot lately, right?
Yeah.
I wonder who imprinted that on him. Kyle Lowry.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, you might have damn near lost it if you think I was trying to say that Kyle Lowry has had less of an imprint on the team than Kawhi Leonard. But for people to act like Kawhi's had no imprint on the Raptors is just, that's false. That's false information. That's propaganda. That's anti-Kawhi propaganda is what that is.
I don't know, man. All I know is that we're winning this game. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That is what matters, man. We won't live in 2019 too much. I'm excited about the now. But Banton with the ball. Takes the pick.
Come on, Delano over his feet. Hit that. Oh, he hesitated. All right, you can finish at the rim. Oh, he could have. Come on. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Woo! Raptors, baby. We lit, we live. And one time for the one time, please like the video. We're at 93 likes, 192 active viewers. We need those likes, baby. Do it up, baby.
thank you everybody who's watching right now. It's been a really fun game. The second half it's been amazing. I mean, the first half was good, but the fourth quarter here, they've just turned on the Jets.
Hey,
Delano Banton with
this.
it. He's dribbling, gives it over to Watanabe for 3, cashes it. Utah.
And guess who Utah learned that from? I bet he learned that from Kyle too. I'm just saying.
He learned that from Danny Green.
He wasn't even here.
I know.
Stop.
Come on. I know.
You want to know who learned something from Danny Green? Russell Westbrook. No defense, missed shots. Russell Westbrook. I know, it's crazy. I mean, missed shots, no defense. Russell Westbrook, Danny Green. It's like the same player. Just one gets paid more. Oh.
Hey, Russ right now is basically crumbling in front of everyone. I'm not gonna lie, he's going out sad. But at least Danny Green's got those rings. Russ cannot say that. But what a game! 127 to 115. This thing wasn't even close. Blowing out the Nuggets in Denver on the second night of a back-to-back. What a way to do it. This team officially feels like they got their swagger back a little bit. Marcel, it's been crazy energy from you tonight. Tell me a brief synopsis of what you saw from start to finish.
Well, I saw a lot of imprints from Kyle Lowry. But no, let me get off that. I saw a lot of good playmaking from Scotty Barnes and Delano Banton. Like, it was towards the middle to the end of the fourth quarter. Delano just kept feeding Kem. He kept finding the open man, and Scotty was doing the very same. I know Brooks was our starting point guard, but I felt like Delano and Scotty made a lot of good plays to get the guys set up to make even bigger plays. Boucher's hustle, unmatched. Of course, Pascal. I'm not going to leave out Ghost Pepper P. He helped us with the scoring and the rebounds. He did his part as well. Gary, it's cool. You helped us win last night. You're not going to hit him every night. It's cool. It's whatever. But that's what I'm talking about, that next man up mentality. Even though we had Gary Trent Jr., we didn't really have Gary Trent Jr., right? So everyone else knew that they had to step up, and they did. It was a lot of good hustle, a lot of good defense, a lot of smart shots. I love Fred VanVleet, and if there's anything that I can say that I don't like is that he will take every shot. But this night was all smart shots, and I love it.
Yeah, no, this was a great display of selfless basketball. There was guys that picked up when they had to. I mean, Thad Young really does stand out as someone that rised up to the challenge a bit tonight. And we got to hold on now. I got to shout out Paul Blunt. He's dropping a 3 in a row for this Raptors team. I think we got our swagger back, man. I am very pleased tonight. Thad Young showing, I think, why we picked him up. You know, he is someone that he might not be every single day productive, but there's moments when, yeah, you have a Gary Trent Jr. who's not really clicking the way he wants to be. No Fred VanVleet, no OG Anunoby. Well, Thad, do something. We went and picked you up for situations like this. Be a veteran presence that can step up. And tonight, he does a great job. Delano Banton, even though he looks like he's got, I think Precious Achiuwa handed the oven mitts fresh off of his hands onto Delano Banton's, because Delano, he can pass that rock. He's got to work on the touch around the rim, but I'm not going to take anything away from the Rook tonight. He actually came up very huge in a lot of moments. And I mean, speaking of rookies that came up big, Scotty Barnes might just mess around and win the Rookie of the Year, honestly.
For sure, man. And I think someone actually put his stat line up in the comments. Scotty had 25, 8, 10 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Can Cade do that?
I don't know if you can do it like that. Look at the Raptors record. Winning needs to. I know the Rookie of the Year is kind of like a performance-based award, but you know, winning can put a little bit of. The way that Scotty Barnes has impacted the culture in Toronto already is clear, and that's got to mean something. But of course, I love this rookie class, man. I love it. And we got another super chat coming in. Tom Moreau loves Delano Banton so much. He's saying, and I like him tonight too, but he's saying, back to the bench, Flynn. I cracked a joke as Delano Banton made some nice plays out there that Flynn's looking out on the floor like, oh damn it, he can tell his dad's running right to Facebook right now. Malachi Flynn should still get his chance when he comes back for sure, but Delano Banton showing some great capturing of the opportunities he's been handed tonight. This feels like a great game, man. We don't normally do this, but rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10. You know what? Actually, no. Screw the 1 to 10 scale. Give me an old school grade. We do this on Leafs Digest. From an A to an F, you can use minus, plus. Where are you sitting at for your grade of the game? And chat, Give me your grades in the chat. I want to see what you guys are saying.
I'm going to be honest. It's somewhere between a B+ and A-.
Okay, I would say that might even be a little bit of a harsh mark. Why? What are you thinking that would justify the B+?
Well, I'm just being honest.
All right.
Everything was good. The defense was there. The hustle was there. We did lose sight of the win. We did come back and get the win. But that moment of slippage, got to take a mark off of that. But everything else was great. Everything else was great. And it's the fact that we pretty much closed this game out with Kem Birch, Delano Banton, Scotty Barnes, and Thad Young. They're the ones who helped bring the game back. And I'm not taking points off because of that, but, like, this team can just, like, they just, next man up. Next man up. It don't matter. You always ready, so you don't have to get ready. But, yeah, no, that slippage of the lead, I got to take points off of that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give it an A because it is a game of runs. I understand that facing a team like Denver, who, I mean, beat you earlier this season, I'm expecting them to have their moment where they might look like the better team. But tonight we managed to have more moments where we looked like the better team. And we weathered the storm. And as much as, you know, the fact that you were in trouble is something to criticize, maybe, I also love the fact that we rallied back and had the fourth quarter of a lifetime. So I'm going to go with a slightly higher mark here at an A, but we are in the general same ballpark with just being ecstatic about this game. I'm seeing everything from I think I saw someone write it like a B- in the chat, and then we also have A+.
Paul Blunt.
So we got a whole array of marks coming out tonight, but hey, in my books, a B- isn't the worst thing in the world anyways. So we do have a great gift given tonight by the Raptors. It was ugly there for a while, folks. Post All-Star break, we were getting cooked. There's no other way to put it. The Adrian Broner skit of him saying, yeah, we were getting cooked. That's what happened to us all post All-Star break. But right now, the Raptors look back in the driver's seat, and we're only going to get healthier from here. Tonight was huge. Marcel, you got any final things to say to the people before we sign off?
I got a few things I want to get off real quick. Banana bread tan. Okay, I get it. I give them an A, all right? I don't want to give them too much. Like, look, I try not to be a super blind biased fan. That's not who I ever want to be. I'm a fan of the Raptors, but I'm an honest fan. I try to stay honest. So I don't want to just always give them all the credit all the time.
Bro,
so you know
hold
what?
on. You did not just say that, Marcel.
Anyway. So I'm gonna address that. Another thing I always want to end it off with. Mental health is very serious. I take it very serious. I've struggled with it. I've come very far. It's my journey with it. If you ever feel like you don't have someone, or if you just need someone to talk to, please reach out to me. You can meet me or reach me on Facebook, Instagram. I'll throw my Instagram in the chat again, like I always do. I got a Twitter. I'm never really doing anything on Twitter, but reach me out on any of my socials. You talk to me, I always talk back. You can ask York Baller, Paul Blunt, Magnetic Knowledge, anybody in the chat that does talk to me, I always talk back. You're never alone when you have me, and you always have me.
Stand-up guy, Marcel. And I'm going to stand here and echo exactly that. Marcel does more than just talk the talk. He walks it. A man of the people, a man born in this community, and has risen all the way up to a creator with us. And just a story that's hard to beat, and an individual that is 10 out of 10. Marcel, thank you so much for coming on live stream with me tonight. Of course, there will be multiple Marcel appearances throughout the future, but if you guys are looking for all your Marcel content, it'll be on Courtside Digest. And before we sign off here, I gotta say, Dan Tardif, I see you in the chat. I hope that my parents are being taken care of right now. They're out for drinks with another family. They probably got the live stream up at the table. So, sup guys, hope the night's going good. My night was amazing. Raptors took down a huge W in Denver, and that's got me still jacked up to this moment. But thank you, everyone who stuck around watching with us. It's been a ton of fun. And until next time, I'm signing off.
Cheers.